Welcome back to She Talks, We Listens, where we center women's voice, experiences, and healing. Tonight's episode is titled When the House Ain't a Home, Women, Wounds, and Accountability. This one's not about blame, it's about reflection, truth telling, and cultural healing. Whether you're a single mother, a child of divorce, in a blended family, or is someone who's rebuilding their own family from scratch, we want to explore how our decisions, our pain, and our power all shape what the home look like. Welcome to She Talks, We Listen. Appreciate y'all for coming. Voila. All right, let's start at the root. What were you taught about love, home, and womanhood growing up? And how has that played in your adult relationship? So I want y'all to tell me, what patterns did you inherit from your mom or your grandmother? Did you ever recreate a broken home unintentionally? What does accountability look like for you without shame? Kick y'all knowledge, ladies.
No, you just want to dive right into it, huh? Can you repeat the question one time? I want to make sure I hit every aspect of it.
What patterns did you inherit from your mother or grandmother? Did you ever recreate a broken home unintentionally? What does accountability look like for you without shame?
Okay. Some traits I inherited from my mom are overachieving. I have an extreme level of I gotta get shit done no matter what, and like I think it's because I watched my mother struggle her whole life. I never really saw. Huh? Yeah, that's nigga. That's yes. I said yes. You made me lose my train of thought. Shut up. Fuck. So my mother, I never really saw an example of what a positive, healthy relationship looked like with her. So I didn't really have an example of that to go off of when I went to into adult relationships with love. Have I unintentionally created a broken home? Yes. I was in a relationship with a nigga for damn near a year and a half before I found out that he was living with a whole baby mother and kids and all that type of shit. It was like a long distance thing. He was coming to see me more than I was going to see him. And when that shit came out, it was just like I felt fucked up. Like when his wife came to me as a woman, that shit was just like, sorry, I didn't know nothing about you. But I felt fucked up about it. Like I never wanted to be the reason why another woman felt those types of feelings. And what was the last part?
What does accountability look like for you without shame?
Accountability looks like being able to say when you're wrong. Being able to take those steps towards fixing your internal issues and healing, being able to apologize to somebody you may have hurt without sarcasm and like really being genuine and meaning it.
What's up, ladies? Welcome, welcome.
That is so
It's
funny.
on you, Z. It's on you now, Z.
Okay, so learned things that I hope I'm answering all the points. Okay, so things that I had learned from childhood that were not the best that I in turn brought into my adulthood would probably be needing help and not asking or accepting help when needed. That was like a detriment, like especially I was raised in a single mother home. So like she would need help sometimes and she would get offers for help and stuff and she wouldn't accept it but always be like, damn, I don't need help. But just like when I got older, not needing help in the real world, but just emotionally, I wasn't able to like express that because I always be like, no, I'm okay, knowing I wasn't. So that was something I had to grow out of and grow through. Admitting when wrong without excuse or like without the extras, like Bills was saying, that was something I had to grow through and take accountability for. And then also just like quick to anger with loved ones, like being so quick with anger, it could lead you to like extreme sometimes. So just like being able to understand like when you care about someone, you should be able to take your time through your emotions, so not being so quick with your emotions. Was it? Is there one more point I need to touch on or
What does
question?
accountability look like without
What does accountability look like without shame? Accountability to me without shame is doing the opposite of what I just listed. Like, um, being able to admit fault, being able to not allow your emotions to dictate your actions, and then being honest about the good and the bad, just being honest, being real. So that's what I feel like being accountable looks like for me with no remorse.
Think some patterns that I inherited from my mother probably would definitely be like sometimes I could be very I could be really in touch with my emotions, and oftentimes I could be very blunt. I think what I learned from my grandmother that's still around ultimately, and really from both of them, is what hard work look like, what taking care of your family look like, how a matriarch carries herself. I mean, because like I had two, like both of my grandmothers was like totally, like they was the same, but they was totally different in terms of their lifestyle. Like my grandmother on my father's side, she just was like this homemaker type woman. You know, she was always home cooking, cleaning, babysitting, doing different things like that. Where on the other hand, my mother's mother, she was like a housekeeper for like 30 years. And, you know, she left her husband down there in Virginia and kind of moved up to DC and just kind of lived her own life. Had like a couple boyfriends, things like that. I mean, two totally different women, you know. So I think I inherited my hard work ethic definitely from like both of them in that aspect, but also like just this need and want to be able to achieve and do my very best. I believe I got that from like my mother's mother for sure. I don't think anyone ever wants to create a broken home. You know, I think that sometimes like things just don't pan out the way that we always think that they will, and sometimes it just end up resulting in that. You know, I think ultimately accountability for me is just like owning up to my mistakes, owning up to the decisions that I've made, and accepting those decisions for what they are, knowing that I can't change them or go back, but ultimately to try to just continue to push forward and do the absolute 100% best that I can for my life and for my child's life. So yeah, I mean, and I don't have no shame in my game. It just is what it is. So yeah, that's my take. You're muted.
For real?
Oh, there you go. Now no more.
Okay. So, from knowing what love is from my own childhood, I grew up with my grandparents. I'm adopted. I didn't meet my real mother and father till I was 16. So, growing up with them, they showed a lot of strength. They never let up at all. It was very, very, very consistent. Very consistent. It was very sheltered though. So, and then it was like they were always just find a way to give their last without even telling me. They showed love even when they felt like they were angry at each other. Their communication is the biggest thing. So that's what I definitely know about love is communication. Knowing when to walk away and knowing exactly when to come back, and knowing who you're talking to and knowing that energy that is surrounding you, if it's worth it or not. To take accountability is an ego thing for a lot of people. A lot of people do not want to be wrong, and that sets a lot of shit off. Like, can I cuss? I'm gonna say, yeah, that sets a lot of shit off. Accountability for me is just owning up to it, understanding what the other person is saying, and not being defensive or angry, because we all have feelings, and some people don't know how to channel what they're exactly trying to say, but just literally just listen and don't speak to respond at all. Just speak to take it all in, literally, and then you'll know from there where you need to go with that. Truly. Generational things with trauma, I feel as though from my mom, she kept me with my grandparents because it was like invisible. I always say like invisible scars that she just didn't want me to endure herself. I'm my only child and I don't have no children. And I'm 31. No relationship, nothing like that. As far as relationships, I did not see a great pattern at all, but I saw what she can do in love, for real, for real. Didn't have the best example, but that's just up to me to learn from that and not trauma dump and make it like an issue. Like I'm being the victim. Oh, I was never taught that. I was never learned that. Like I didn't even know that. But this and that, blah blah blah. Like this is your life. Caskets do not have bunk beds. Like if you want to get out of it, get out of it. If you want to move on, you need to find your path in love and move on. Especially if it wasn't out of ill will. And then whatever you went through does not have to trickle down to your inheritance and to your children, to your grandchildren. It doesn't have to be like that. Don't even really have to know about it, but just show a better example for the next and be that light that you want to see in the world. It's all about awareness.
Okay, so as far as stuff that I inherited from my mom and my grandmom, so I inherited good and bad from both of them. Like at one point in time, my grandmother was a alcoholic. Like she wasn't that, like she was a great woman, but she just was alcoholic, and she had been messed over by like my granddad, and my grandmother was married 5 times. So like but she never really married the right guy. Like she had like a type or whatever, in my personal opinion. So, and also with my mom, like my mom, I seen her deal with domestic violence, and unfortunately, I dealt with that myself. So it's like I guess I inherited that part, but my mom is like super kind and sweet and things of that nature. So I inherited that as well. And my grandmother was like a worker. She loved her kids. She loved her grandkids. Like it was, so I'm that type of person as well. Um, so that's what I heard it from both of them. As far as creating broken homes, unfortunately, yes, that wasn't what I seen on my bingo chart, for sure. But I'm learned to move past it and make things happen, and just use whatever mistakes I made in that last situation to be better in the marriage that I'm in now. Being accountable for me is knowing that you need to heal and actually doing the work to heal. So those are a lot of things. Also communicating, and when you're listening to hear, not just to respond, like the last young lady said. Like I always say that. Sometimes I believe that people just listen to respond instantly. So you could be saying something that's not offensive, but because they're just trying to respond and not just hearing what you're saying, they overtalk you, or they take everything offensive. Um, Apologizing at that moment. Sometimes apologizing can be the biggest thing that I feel like you can do to be held accountable. I still struggle with that sometimes. Like I may apologize the next day, but sometimes it takes just apologizing at that moment. I try not to go to bed mad at my husband for the most part. Like I try to at least talk it out even when I don't want to. So that's another thing as well. And I mean, I've seen my father's mom. I seen her, be a strong woman. Her husband passed away before I was born, so my granddad on my dad's side passed away before I was born. But I seen her, like, she really never dealt with anyone else after he passed away. Like she really just was a mom, and she just didn't want to deal with anyone else. So I just seen like how you could be so in love with one person that you don't even want to deal with anybody else. Like you never, if something was to happen to them, like you just don't want to be with anybody else. But I don't know. I guess those are the traits and stuff I took from, I guess, my grandma, the matriarchs of my family.
Hey y'all, good evening, by the way. I agree with a lot of the ladies that I was hearing. Of course, I got like hard work, work ethic, leading with intentions, leading with every step I make intentional. Also more so though, like I kind of learned some stuff like out of spite of my mother. Well, not out of spite, but because I seen my mother doing certain shit or like moving. Is that my thing that sound like weird? Maybe not.
Nah, I think we can hear you good. But on my end, I can hear you good.
It might just be my shit. Yes, like my mother, she's a sweetheart. She is so unconfrontational. She like the type of person who would like walk on the grass if people blocking the sidewalk. I am like so completely opposite of that. Like I learned, so I think one of those things, and that's a good and a bad thing, because I'm like super aggressive. I'm like wildly aggressive. I've been trying to like tone it down, but I'm like that, and because of my mother. Like I'm never gonna let nobody play with her, and I don't never want nobody to think that I'm to be played with either. So that's one thing that I be having to work with, like trying to be softer, I guess. But I mean, that's just like that. It is who I am. Like I'm not rude. I'm not disrespectful. I treat everybody with love and grace, whoever I meet. But I just don't be for I don't be for bullshit. Also, one thing that I'm glad that I learned it, but I'm sad that I had to learn it the way I did, on account really on my mother's back, like the things that she went through, like with men and all that type of shit. Like I can see a fuck nigga, I'm talking about states away, like I can smell it on you. So that's one thing that I took, like even not even just a man, just like anybody, like red flags, I see that with my eyes closed because of everything I seen my mother either like let go or roll off her back, or you know what I'm saying, give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't too much give benefit of the doubt. Like I really, really trust my intuition when it comes to that, because I seen her get burnt so many times, like, and she never deserved it ever. So the things that I did learn, that I, you know what I'm saying, hold to my heart, being intentional, always never acting like I don't belong in a room. Like any room I go into, like I belong here, even if I don't know what the fuck going on. I took that from her as well.
My bad, gang. Was it? Oh, this is why. My bad. Bills had to wait. There we go. Everybody. Overall, I think it was y'all learned more positive or negative things from the elder statement women in your families.
I think the outcome was positive. Well, for myself, I think the outcome was positive. The journey was unfortunate, but that's life. Positive.
Yeah, I agree with Jazz on that. I think that, you go through some tough stuff and you see a lot of tough things. I think it's about how you internalize it and how you want to push forward for yourself. And I think when you are in the midst of like adversity and stuff like that, you be like, oh shit, damn, like you'll catch yourself like, oh. And then, I think even for me, like now that I'm like older, you know, I realized, I was like, dang, I did see a lot of things. Like, is that me?
I hear it too.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me now?
I can hear you fine, but it's just like a
The
I don't
echo?
know. It's probably one of y'all. We just probably just got when everybody's speaking. We just got mute up.
Yeah, I think that, so like now that I'm older, I began to realize, after going through therapy for a long time and different things like that, that I did inherit a lot of things from my mother. I didn't have it wasn't a bad relationship, but it wasn't a good relationship either. Like my mother died when I was 23. So my mother's been gone for a really long time. So, there's a lot of things that I wish, that I could kind of talk to her about now, that I can't really, ever have certain conversations about my upbringing and things that took place and the things that I saw, and even some of the things that she went through. I think that you inherit things innately from all of your people, all of your ancestors, whoever it is. You're going to probably take a piece, especially from that immediate maternal and paternal grandmothers and things like that. You're going to inherit something from all of that. I just think it's about learning how to navigate and like learn from that, and just do your best to not, the negative part. It's not like you ain't gonna never do some stuff. It's not like you're not perfect. You're going to do some shit. I just think that it's all about trying your best to steer clear of that and continue to push yourself forward, because I know for a fact I got some stuff from my mother and I got some stuff from my dad, and I be like, shit. I just realized it. I'm like, damn, I gotta go get some help. I can't be out here, like out here tripping, like upset, going off, etc. I had to really tone myself down and really scale a lot of things back. So yeah, I don't think it's an intentional thing. It's just you can't control who your parents is, so you're gonna get some of that. So I'm good. Go ahead, boo.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think I'm trying to word it the way it'll make sense. I think I have like a two-part question. I wanted to get into the fact that due to the fact I wasn't raised by my mother, she was married 3 times and I got molested by 2 of them. And it was kind of like brushed aside in a sense. So it's that trauma. So it's just like growing up now, I didn't even know how to look at men besides pushing them the fuck away from me, like that shit was hard to like forgive for real. And then what's her name? Jazz, she was saying like, and the crazy part is my mom is a but naive as well. And I don't even go
You
in a
breaking up?
sense. It's just I'm breaking up.
Is it my computer? I'm about to turn my joint off and come back.
Nah, she froze. She froze. It's hers.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, you back now.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, after my grandparents passed away, I was like forced to live with my mom, and then I got raped by two of her husbands out of three, molested by the third one. It's just like, how do you take away that type of trauma to move yourself into a better light and like a better headspace from that? If that was ever a type of trauma, of course it might not relate to everybody else in a sense, but it's just like, how do you move on from that, from not seeing what love is, and then you want to move on to like the next person or something, want to date. If you want to tell, if you want to tell like a female or another female that type of advice, what would you say to her?
I always recommend therapy for everybody.
Yeah.
For everybody. Because at the end of the day, whatever you share with the therapist can't be disclosed to anyone. And once you build that relationship and trust with that particular practitioner, whoever it is, it ain't even gotta be a normal therapist. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that you feel like you could trust with that, if that sensitive information. You know what I mean? Because that's not an easy thing to get over. And I'm sure a lot of us women on the panel have experienced some level of that in their life, unfortunately. But I would believe it's probably a good majority versus like, less that completely understand what you're saying. And it is a hard thing to get through and to get over. And luckily for you, like some people, that's why I see a lot of hypersexual people. I know that that's a result of that, like that
I've
hypersexual
heard
behavior
that.
stuff. It's true.
I was.
Yeah, it's true. And it's hard, it's a hard thing when you feel like you can't trust, but you have to, do everything you can to therapeutically heal yourself, baby. For real.
Mm-hmm.
Babe, you
I'm
said your
definitely
mom passed.
sorry you went through that.
Yeah, my mom passed. Yeah.
Not Simone.
Now she said she was adopted.
Oh, right. Okay. Whose husbands was it that did that to you? But that ain't I say that to you like so there ain't no conversation to have with the mother. Like that's why I said that, because some shit like that like gotta be addressed for you to what I'm saying, let it go. Like not let it go because that's
Mm-hmm.
not let go, but you know what I'm saying. Like
Have you
To be
learned
in the
that you
hill.
can't talk to her as
Gilly
biological
kind of low.
Your
Yeah.
microphone low,
Yeah.
Kelly.
Hold on, shit. Can y'all
Oh,
hear me
just
now?
now.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So
So you might have had your
unfortunately,
finger on the speaker.
yeah, I probably did. Unfortunately, my father's biological brother like molested me as a child, so I had to deal with knowing that my father told my grandmother every time I see that nigga, I'm gonna beat that nigga ass. Like every time I see him, and my grandmother, because that was her son, still allowed for him to come to her house, even when I was at her house, knowing the situation. You get what I'm saying? I feel like in a lot of black families, they try to sweep molestation under the rug and they deal with the don't tell nobody what's going on in my house. What goes on in my house stays in my house. Like, so then you're like looked at like, damn, I'm not supposed to say nothing because my mother said don't tell, or my family said don't tell what's going on in their house. So I feel like a lot of times that I dealt with that trauma. And I believe that you can become like hypersexual. Like I started dancing at 17 years old. So I was a mom by that point in time. I was dancing. I was making a lot of money. You get what I'm saying? Like I dealt with a whole lot of stuff. So it's, you just never know where things can go. And I do believe in therapy. I did have to write letters, to my grandmother before she passed to tell her how I felt, because sometimes you just got to get it off your chest. And even if they don't pay attention to it, you can't say that you didn't at least let out everything that you felt. And baby, this was Aaliyah 4-page letter. I ain't had nothing on this letter that I wrote, but I got it all off my chest.
That's right.
And, I got to have that conversation, I guess, before she passed away. And, my father's brother, he got killed when I was a child. I actually seen him dead on my grandmother's front porch. Somebody murdered him, and, on my grandmother's front porch. And that's when I realized I really didn't feel nothing about the situation, because I was 7 years old and I looked at that nigga with his stomach cut open and his intestines halfway out, and I ain't give a damn about nothing. Like that's when I knew that he really did a lot of damage. Me now being an adult, I could realize that he did a lot of damage because I looked at that nigga like it was nothing, like it was a regular day on the street. Like that's how much I felt nothing for that nigga.
Mhm.
So things like that be happening a lot in our black households, unfortunately. So don't ever feel like it's your fault. Don't ever, however you have to move forward in whichever way. If it's however you need to get it out, whatever type of therapy, if it's writing down what you feeling on some dishes, going to go break them, writing it down on paper, burning it, whatever you feel like is the best therapy for you, go and do it. Go buy some water, sit out there, yell, scream, vent, whatever it is. I've done all of those things, and it may not take away what happened, but it can just feel like a relief sometimes to just get those things out. And hell, write it, put it in a bottle, and let it go out on the water. That way you just releasing it from your spirit. Like, I don't know, I believe in spirits and stuff like that too, so sometimes it's best to just get things away from you. Like, don't pour it
That's a
into
great
you, keep it
example of
away.
growth.
You already doing good
See,
by just being able to sit right here and speak with us. Like you don't even know it.
mhm.
Just to speak with us and
Hmm.
say that that's the first step right there for real. Don't say.
Shit, we all
Yeah.
here for it. Like we so strong. Like we telling the next woman, literally, things could be worse, truly, but we stronger
Mhm.
than that.
But what do y'all think is up with that though? Like when we have to express these things to our mothers or the matriarchs in our family, and sometimes these things are not always accepted when we're telling them something is happening to us. What do y'all think that is?
Generational type of thing. Because
Mm-hmm.
they was told not to do it or not to speak on it. So
And I want to
unfortunately,
be like the one who you know what I'm saying because we women we got intuition. We ain't you know what I'm saying. We know you know what I'm saying when shit ain't right.
yeah, I believe that certain times women know that your
Yeah,
boyfriend is
I have
always
crazy things.
leaving to
So
go into
like,
your child's room, or
the therapist brought the problem in the room.
yeah, like I really do
Traumatized. The
feel like
problem
that.
was my mother.
No, yeah, it's hard for anybody to look at, especially something like that, something so traumatic like that, to look at something and know like
And then sometimes the mothers just be pressed to have a man around.
fuck
Oh,
that.
that man take care of all the bills, so you not about to mess up what I got going on with him taking care of everything in my household, or you being fast, or maybe if you covered up, you wouldn't have. First of all, you shouldn't seduce a child. Shouldn't seduce a man at all. You can't. As a child, I can't seduce a man.
That's what
A
it's
man, if he's a real honorable man, it don't matter what I could walk around here with my towel on. Not saying that I would, I'm just saying. But I could walk around with my towel on and I still shouldn't be touched because he's supposed to be a stand up man. So those are things that I feel like women who are in denial about certain things. And then some women are in competition with their daughters. We have to also accept that some mothers don't like their daughters, or because their daughter may have the body that they wish they had, may have the life that they wish that they had, or something like that. To see that your man is giving your daughter attention and you're already jealous of your daughter, you're not gonna care what happened, because some women feel like I want something bad to happen to them so they can see that everything is not fruits and apples and candy lands, because they want to feel them to feel hurt, because they feel hurt that their man wants to deal with their child in any type of way. So it's
And
secret
that's what a
animosity sometimes.
generational. That's what it. I don't mean to cut you off, but that's exactly where the generational trauma comes from. In a sense, so it's just like, how the hell did we break it?
facing that shit head on, straight up. Like
Mm-hmm.
that. I don't want to say shit. Nah, fuck all that. Like you know what I'm saying. Shit need to be addressed. Niggas need their ass beat. Like real life. When that shit happened,
Mhm.
like that shit real life. Like I like instinctively like nigga went to go touch me and shit, and I punched the nigga in the face. Gave him a cute little shiner. You know what I'm saying. You can't ignore that. Like what the fuck happened?
Mhm.
You can't ignore that. He tried to play it like, oh, I just got mad about something, but what I get mad about? Like, let's talk about it. Put it out there. Like I was saying about my mother, how she, you know what I'm saying? My mother didn't do that. I'm speaking from just a general standpoint. Like my mother was not on it at all. Like she got that nigga up out of there immediately. But it could have went the other way. She could have heard him out, and you know what I'm saying, because of the way I am and how aggressive I am, and you know what I'm saying, how the complete opposite she is. You know what I'm saying? It could have went that other way, and she was like, you know what I'm saying? You mad about nothing? You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I put that shit straight out there. Like, yeah, he was being weird. He was trying to touch me. I hit that nigga straight up.
That happened to me as well, but my mother kicked me out. I was in my senior year of high school. I was homeless, going to everybody else's bus stop, like sleeping in backyards.
That's so fucked up. I'm sorry you had to
I
go.
hate that for you so bad, Simone. I really
I
do
know,
hate
So
that
right?
for you so
sorry.
bad.
Crazy work.
I hate it for
But did
you
I
so
graduate
bad.
top 5 of my class?
Ew.
Still did.
Period.
Still did.
When
Yeah,
when these topics
that's.
come up
Oh, I'm
in
sorry,
our
Trey.
generation, I was just about to say when these topics come up in our generation, right? It's like our, the older generation say it now. We're old enough, and our generation is saying it now that a lot of women are more comfortable to come up. How do we identify so it doesn't happen to our nieces, daughters, granddaughters?
When you see them red flags, run. There's so many people in this world. Like, yeah, immediate red flags need to go. Like,
See,
And
I
be
I
don't
don't,
even let
attentive.
my
bring them
females.
around
I don't
mine.
even let my daughters, my nieces sit on no man lap. I don't
Yeah,
do none
none
of
of
that.
that.
Like it ain't. I don't give a damn who
and
you
if you
are,
just
cause
dating, you out here casually dating, they don't need to be around your kids.
they
No way.
don't need to be around
I
your
don't bring
kids
them
at
around
all.
mine. Yep, I just don't bring them around mine. I don't. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Do that.
ain't no
It's
way.
11:11, y'all.
Say look, say y'all little manifestations.
Mhm.
Okay, but that's the
Mm,
thing, and then we got to listen to our children when they saying something wrong. Also, being able to give our children the proper information. So even though they so young, but you got to explain like, hey, no one is to touch you up top. No one is to touch you down bottom. Things like that. No one is.
Parents do that on social media, like the no spots and all that. Like,
Look, she
Yeah,
said, if you touch
seriously,
my
yeah.
private parts, private parts, private parts. If you
yeah,
touch my
You
private
still
parts,
gotta
I'm
let them
trying to
know.
tell my mom.
you
I'm trying to
definitely do
tell
have
my
to.
dad.
Unfortunately, my
that
daughter
in
was.
real life though. Like,
My daughter was touched by a classmate. Well, not even a
See?
classmate. They were an upperclassmen in school when she was in elementary school,
Mm,
and she didn't know how to express
how the
like
hell
what
does that
happened.
even happen, yo?
Yeah,
it do.
she was on the playground and she was in kindergarten,
That is so
and
fucking.
I seen my daughter like walking differently, and I was like, "What happened?" And that's when she told me, that the little boy like tried to stick his fingers in her private area.
Oh my god.
And I had to rush my daughter to Children's Hospital. The next day, I did go to the school. They did call the police on me and everything at the school because I spazzed out real bad. But in hindsight, like it was just like I seen my daughter hurt, and I never expected to see, wanted my daughter to deal with anything that I dealt with. And the teacher was like, "Oh well, I seen that the boy was playing over there by her." And I was like, "So y'all wasn't watching them?" Like she was like,
Could
"No, we
not have been.
was."
You could not have been.
Yeah, she was like, "No, I was not. You wasn't because when I took my daughter, I had to sit with CPS. They questioned my father, my uncle, because we was staying with my dad at the time, and they questioned like you get what I'm saying. We went through all this ridicule and questioning, and and my daughter was like, "No, I'm telling you who touched me." Like she told the little boy name, and she's like, "No, my pop, and uncle didn't do that. I'm telling you who did it." But they was so busy trying to put it on somebody in our household, and she was like, "No, I keep telling you, this is who touched me." And I seen red, and a lot of times we want to protect our kids from situations like that, but it happened to her. And unfortunately, like I mean, my daughter, she's gay now. Like she that has no aspirations of being with um any type of man at all.
That's
Like
just like my
at this,
little
like
sister.
she the real nigga in her relationship, so she has no aspiration of being with a man at all. And I really do believe though that a lot of it did stem from that incident and her knowing about my. I'm open with my daughter. I'm very honest, and her knowing about my sexual assault and things like that. Like I had a rape happen, and I was 27 years old, and it was highly publicized because the rapist or whatever, he tried to kill me and he didn't. His gun jammed,
God.
and a valet actually stopped him, and come to find out he had killed four other women, but because I scratched him up, I got DNA, and I was the only person who was able to identify him, and I did. So her knowing what I went through, with stuff like that, I just think she just was really, she was like, men ain't ish.
That's what I was about
She
to
Like,
loved
say.
you. She was
Girl,
like, no.
be like it's like real live, and I can only imagine just being how just so much information is being just shared. Like we it was a lot given to us. Now like the world, I can only imagine what she already done heard and seen, and it's like ew.
Yeah,
Boy,
that's
ugh.
my oldest child. She about to be 19 and everything. And like she's unfortunately I be having to tell her she exhibits some of the bad side of like she has a girlfriend and I be telling her she tries to get like domestic with the girlfriend and I be like, no. Like you don't do that just because you seen me go through, that with your dad. You get what I'm saying and shit like that. Like so I didn't want that. Like I don't want that for her. So to be abusing anybody else's daughter because I was somebody's daughter who was getting abused. So you don't do that to nobody else.
Do you think she felt you? You think she like really took that in?
I believe that she did, like me and her have talks about it now, and I had to tell her that her and the girl spent so much time around each other so soon, and she wasn't all the way healed from a lot of things that she was dealing with, and mentally I believe there's a lot of things that she should have spoke with therapists about. She should have been on certain medications for to control her mood, and things like that. Like my daughter smokes like a chimney. Okay, like she will blow an ounce down to the ground, and to have no job and want to blow an ounce down to the ground is insanity for me because I don't understand where the kids getting the weed from. So because blowing down an
That
ounce
just made
and
me
no
think
job,
about
they living better
like
than
when
me.
people start trauma dumping too. Like when is they even safe?
Yeah, and I believe they trauma bonded. Her and her girlfriend, I believe they trauma
Yeah.
bonded as well. So her girlfriend actually told me, I'm scared to be alone. Like I have abandonment issues from my dad leaving me. So I be worried that when Jalen leaves, like she's never gonna come back. And I had to tell her you can't feel like that. Like it's nobody who you should depend on or cling on to that much that you physically get sick when they leave you. Like she physically will get sick, like her stomach hurt and she's throwing up like all types of stuff when my daughter's not around her. Like, so it's like, I just think that they're each other's trauma person. But, now that they've been apart from each other, my daughter actually seems happier that she's not around her.
That's what I
Like,
was
so
about to ask. Like, and so that sounds so toxic. Like, at what point do you like, listen? I don't. Something got to
look,
give.
when they come to visit, because they live in Frederick or whatever, and they were staying together and they was living together and when they came down here to visit it was like so toxic. I was like, listen, I don't got time to deal with all this. I'm battling my own stuff. I'm dealing with cancer and everything else that I'm dealing with now. I don't have time to be trying to break y'all up fighting. And
Right.
like
Like,
maybe because I start swinging I'm gonna knock everybody out and that's just gonna be what that is. I'm gonna show y'all a jet 2 holiday.
yeah, ain't nothing like it.
Baby, look, you ain't had to get an ass whooping in a long time, baby. I'm gonna show you something real quick.
Oh, dude.
But
You must
they,
have
I
needed
think
a
they figuring
holiday.
things
That
out,
should be suggest to holiday.
my baby. And my daughter knows what's up with me, so she be like, "No, my mama don't play."
Oh,
Long
y'all.
as long as it's well understood, you could beat everybody else out there that you think you can, but not me. Don't ever think you can beat me. Don't ever think that. Because if I got knocked the hell out of you for doing wrong, I'm not one of them enabling mothers. If you doing wrong, I'm gonna tell you you're doing wrong, and you need to do better. So I don't want to be one of those moms that just be like, "Oh, that's my child." I wouldn't give a damn if my child doing something wrong. I'm gonna tell them, and I'm gonna get on their ass. I may not say it in front of you, but I'm gonna definitely correct them behind closed doors because some things ain't for you to hear, but it's for my child to hear.
As everything should be.
Yeah. Cause
Truly.
some the parents who videotape themselves beating their kids and then posting it online, those the worst type of parents I've ever seen. Cause you gonna embarrass your child?
That
Like
is so traumatizing to watch.
I hate.
I hate it.
I hate it real bad. Cause what are you doing that for?
Like
If
that's
you done beat your child already done got the ass whooping, and you gonna embarrass them and post it online so that other people can see that you're beating the shit out. Like I just don't believe in that.
They're
I
never
believe
going to
in
go back
being
to
reasonable.
school. They're never going to want to see their friends. Like they're never going to be seen again. Those are the kids that like try to
and it's
run away
suicide
from their
rate is
problems
so
and run
high
away.
with young kids. Like, no.
That's
Yeah,
That's
I
what
the
don't
the
know.
trauma
weirdest
dumping
thing
comes
in
from
this time.
too.
That's weird to me though, even to want to
It's like that.
feel like whatever you beating them for, exposing your lack of parental guidance and lack of control emotionally to the point where you feel like you gotta embarrass them on a full social media platform. Yeah, I think that is very, very disgusting. Like, I mean, I didn't like getting my ass whooped growing up. I'm glad that I'm just glad certain things that are happening now, I didn't really have to grow up and experience in terms of
Yeah, because I just
that's
want to know what makes you
Yeah.
think while you're about
age
to
of
be asked,
years.
let me record this. Like,
Yeah, like let me just record you.
And then wonder
like,
why your kid go to school and go do the same thing to somebody else's child.
yeah, like, I don't know. I've never been mad and been like, you know what, let me record this ass whooping. Hell no. I'm worried about putting BTA, belt to ass. That's what I'm worried about. I ain't worried about recording a damn thing because I don't want CPS to come knocking at my door because I'm going to knock the shit out of you.
Thank you,
So
number
I don't
one.
have
It's
time to
not.
get cased up. Okay, I don't.
It's not as shit. Thank
Like
you.
I don't I'm not snitching on myself. That is this new age of generation who snitch on themselves. I'm not
They
snitching on
asking for
myself, baby.
CVS at the door. They asking for CVS to
And
come
next
at the
thing you
door.
know, now I'm like
Me,
Precious mother. Precious, you got these white women at my door. Like, no, man, I ain't got no time. I ain't got no time.
yeah, that's
I don't even really think you should be like. I don't think you should really be. I don't got no kids, and I'm speaking from how my mother raised me. Like the only time she really put hands on me is if I did some shit that would have caused myself. I would have put myself in danger or somebody else. Like a lot of shit. Like I don't know who said it, but some shit is a lack of direction and a lack on your behalf as a parent. And sometimes my mother could see like I've been letting you do this nut ass shit. Like we gonna cut this shit out, but certain shit, you know what I'm saying? Like beating this, like my mother really. I'm an only child. I'm child like spoiled and shit, but
Are you advocating that
Mm-hmm.
kids shouldn't be beat?
no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like I don't feel like you should be beating the shit out your child unless they did something that they could have lost their life or harmed somebody else's life. Other shit can be handled other ways. Everything don't require hands, like because that didn't all that translates
Yeah.
to the child understanding that and wanting to go put hands on everybody else when they feel disrespected. Like
Now see, I see my daughter, I can count on one hand how many times I don't really have to pop off on my daughter. And that's because when once you being disrespectful to the point where it it's uncontrollable. Like it's like you have no filter on your disrespect. It's a problem. Then you want to run away from home, and now you got me worried about you. And because you want to be out drinking and smoking, you lucky I don't. You lucky this
and
ain't
like
back in the
that,
day. Because my grandmother made me drink a bottle of Patron back in the day. Because I came in the house drunk. She said, "Oh, you want to be drunk too? Do you?" The very next day, baby, a whole bottle of Patron. I had alcohol poisoning and everything. But guess what? For a long time, I ain't drink
you know
because
what I'm saying? There's ways
I was
around
perfect.
shit. There's ways to make them get shit. Like
Listen, my friends was
I'd say
drinking.
I
I
got
was
a
like, no, baby,
question.
I don't want none of that. I don't want nothing. I'm good.
I'm one of the ones that
I
believe
got a
that.
question, y'all.
Look, I don't even want to smell liquor right now, baby. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't whip my daughter.
I got a
Hell nah.
question, y'all. So, do you think it might need to start at home in a sense? All right. So I'm saying this uh from my past or whatever. I was never exposed to a lot of things until I actually finally. I was in a Christian school my entire damn life up until 10th grade, and so, do you feel like the children should be exposed to things certainly at home to make them more comfortable? If they feel like they heard something from somebody in school, like, oh, somebody was just something, oh, whatever, I think I want to try it. When they're at a certain age and a certain point in time, the way we used to be, do you feel like it's more comfortable for you to do it at home in a sense for them to be comfortable or just not at all?
What you mean to be comfortable? You mean
Like, well,
do they need
comfortable
to learn about
for the
certain things they
parent,
may encounter?
for the
I mean,
parent.
I'm
Well, I don't have
asking,
any
do they need
kids, so that's all I'm
training?
asking.
Okay,
Like
so do
for
you?
you to be comfortable with the child just doing it like at home next to you, near
Mhm.
you, or whatever the case is. At least they're home safe instead of being out in the streets doing it,
If
instead
you
of
on the
being
age, you're
influenced
not smoking no
outside.
weed around me. You're not drinking around me. You're not doing anything in my household. I'm not condoning anything of the sort ever.
For
Like
sure.
that's
I've
just
heard of
I'm
different
not.
parenting things. It's just like, all right, you want to smoke weed at like 15, 14, 16, whatever, but rather
No,
do it home where it's safe instead of being outside being like
I mean, in my
a
personal
beating
opinion, I
hooligan.
that
do
ass up and
It,
prefer
popping that ass off every
for my
day.
kids to be safe. In my personal opinion, but
Not to duck
my
me.
daughter, my daughter also 18. So my daughter who smoked is 18 years old. Like she about to be 19 years old.
right.
it's on. I mean, it's only so much that you get what I'm saying, be able to say for her because she gonna do whatever she doing regardless. Now,
I
do I want her drinking? No, I don't want her drinking. Um,
right.
like I for sure don't want her drinking because she ain't even legal enough. You know what I'm saying, to drink. But at the same time,
I
do I
had
know
a
that she's
situation.
going to drink whether or not she's in my house or somewhere else? I for sure know that as well. Like I know that
Oh, that's great.
she's able to do certain things. You get so my child. I would rather know that I can go in my daughter's room and open up the door and then see my child right there than to wonder where my child is at and if she's out in the streets and if she's
Right.
hurt or if she's around people who don't give a fuck about her. Because I had friends who I got drunk and the motherfucker set me on my mother's front porch and didn't even
Mm,
give a damn about if I made it in the house. They set me on my mother's front porch. And
right.
like I mean, I stopped being friends with them because I realized that, bitches wasn't shit. Then that's when I got a reality very quick. Bitches wasn't shit. But
I was asking that definitely because I used to ask my mom that because I was
matter of
curious.
fact,
Like I
Bills
said,
know
I
some
grew up in a
some of the
Christian school
people
my
who I
whole
was cool
life.
with too. So that's the crazy part. Bills know some of
Oh,
these
you
people.
know, I know. I wasn't gonna
Yes.
say
So,
nothing.
I
Bills
strongly,
know
Yeah,
some
in
of these folks.
solidarity.
But yeah,
yeah,
I was
some of
I was
saying
them
I
just
grew
wasn't
up.
shit.
I grew up in
because
a Christian school my whole life, right? And I was curious about wanting to smoke, but my mom was like, "Yeah, like no, fuck no, this ain't the woo woo." But you did. I remember just wonder in a sense. I was like, okay, fine. I hung out with my cousin one time, and I didn't even know that that was about to be that type of scenery. She set me up to get laced and raped, and I got kidnapped in her basement. Yeah. So they couldn't even do a rape test on me because it took like 4 days
Oh
for them
my
to do it. So that's what
God.
I'm saying. So I got denied by my parent out of
Simone,
that's
baby,
curiosity.
the people in your life make me
crazy.
want to throw some hands to
I'm
them,
about
baby.
to
Like,
say,
Yeah,
like, we
because I
actually
truly
lagging
believe
on.
that is so sad and
like the
awful.
people in your life make me
It
want to nut
is.
if you buck.
And I really feel like that's why, like, I want to protect my daughter with everything in my heart, mind, soul, and spirit. Like, I keep her involved in activities. Like, I try my best to, like, we
That's
got
what I'm
homework.
Mm-hmm.
Let's sit down and do it together. I'm doing homework, you doing homework, whatever's going on. Like, I really try to keep her involved because I don't want her to be exposed to a lot of this stuff that goes on. I know some things I'm not going to be able to stop, but it's just like a lot of things I'm gonna do my goddamn best. And I told her, when you go to college, I'm moving down the street. I'm not playing.
hello.
I'm not
Right.
playing.
Oh,
I'll give a damn where you want to
And
go.
I don't
You
think
go
it's
to
nothing
Hawaii,
wrong with that. Hey, y'all.
baby.
Hey,
I don't think it's
hi.
nothing wrong with that because as a mother, I'm that mom. Like, I'm here. I'm here. I'm in your skin with you. We doing this together. You starting college, I'm starting college too.
thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
playing. I'm so worried
I
because
just
it's
sneaky
it's
want to
just
know
so
what you making
serious.
real quick because I see you cooking.
I
What
was
you
gonna
making?
ask. Thank you.
Oh, I'm baking cookies, y'all.
I
Period.
like your little dot in the middle of your head.
Oh, thank you. What y'all got going on? I'm sorry I logged on late. I was performing down Southwest.
Oh,
Congratulations on your
awesome!
performance.
Yes,
Thank
you were
Congratulations.
singing.
Period.
Yeah, what you
I do poetry.
thank you.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yes. And I was collecting people for the peace walk on Saturday.
yes. Come on through,
Period.
peace.
What time is the peace walk?
Yeah, 9 a.m.
8
8
a.m.
a.m.
I'm about to say I'm gonna be
Oh,
out
I'm
there
gonna
That's
be
at
at
early
8:30.
work.
as hell, Trey. 8 a.m.
My stupid ass gonna be at
Yeah, we're
work, but
gonna
I'm
we're
with
gonna
you in
start the work. We're gonna start the
solidarity.
walk at 10 though.
Oh,
But
okay, okay, okay.
you gotta tell y'all know the
I got
words.
to,
Don't can you let me know
we on
logistics?
CP
Because I was
time.
supposed to on a meeting with the Vibe Tribe, and they like, yeah, we did gospel. And I'm like, bruh, I know we gotta be there at 8. So if we gotta be there at 8, I'm telling you now, I'm not walking. I'm doing my performances, and then I'm going back to because I walked last year. You see what I'm saying?
But the walk is before the performance.
Huh?
The walk is before
Yeah.
all of that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta walk
Yeah.
to
So
the
I'm gonna be at
performance.
the
Yeah.
elevation station with the kids, making sure people get hydrated.
Oh,
Yeah.
you gonna be at the rest station? Yeah, yeah. I need all the rest station people I can get.
Okay.
Yeah. Cause
That's what we
everybody don't
doing.
gotta walk. As long as you hold down the rest
Hey,
station,
God, I
You
wish
know?
you
you
could
can
be
chill,
there.
post up. You can hear people come see the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
All right, cool, cool, cool. So I was just checking in, but I'm listening. I'm here.
Yeah, okay, okay.
No,
Oh,
I did want to say I think it depends on the child. For real, for real. Because some kids are more impressionable than others. You know what I'm saying? And some kids might take your leniency. You know what I'm saying? If you do, you know what I'm saying, let them smoke. You know, they might now invite the friends over. Now this the smokehouse. It never gave that. And personally,
Mhm.
my mother smoked like shit. I smoke like shit. My mother still smoked more than me. But she didn't want me to start smoking. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to be trying to sneak smoke in the house. She'd get mad as shit at me. Like she didn't want me to smoke. Then started working and shit, and it's like I never had a whole bunch of friends and shit. I was never outside like that. I'd be chilling. So it gave that for real. She was just like, well, like, this is cool. She going to work.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, but eventually she just was like, she got tired of me sneaking and smoking in the house. So I'm like, if you mad at me smoking in the house, I'm about to go on the balcony and smoke. I tried it. She looked out there at me one day, didn't say shit. I said, oh, we lit. It's on. Then like probably like my senior year of high school, she was like, oh yeah, you can smoke in the house now and shit. And then yeah, but all the other kids different. And I was smoking with my mother. Like, she wasn't even just let me tell we were smoking together.
And see, like for me, when I was growing up, my mother was a stoner, you know what I'm saying? And the day that she quit, I'll never forget this shit. My older brother ran away one day, right? And when he ran away, my mother was in the bathroom smoking. So she's asking me, like, why you didn't come get me? Like, because when she came downstairs, I was just sitting in the living room crying and shit because he went away. So she like, why the fuck you ain't come get me? I'm like, I tried. Your door was locked. You had a towel under your door. I know what that means. So I just left you alone. I was a dramatic ass kid. And it's like after that, my mother ain't smoke no more until then she stopped back smoking when I was like 30 or some shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like I feel like that was a wake up call for her type shit because she wasn't, there to see what was going on with her own kid. Um, but personally, I didn't start smoking until I was a senior in high school. I was a very studious kid. You know what I'm saying? I went to high school, hair school, night school, Saturday school, and summer school all at the same time for 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. So when I graduated high school, I got accepted into Hampton University and I had all 1,500 hours I needed for cosmetology.
But
So
yeah,
I was focused, you know what I'm
Answering
saying?
this. Like,
Um, Yeah, that was lit. I now know what an accomplishment that was, but back then I ain't give a
Yes,
fuck about
it
that
is.
shit, you know.
that's an amazing example for the baby,
know the
especially
moment.
But
kids.
I just, when I got to college, I think I had spent so much time focusing on school and being sheltered and shit that when I got down Hampton, I'm far enough away from home where like you can't tell me shit. You know what I mean? So I'm smoking, I'm fucking, I'm outside. I done lost my virginity to one of these football niggas I don't know.
So it's
Like,
real
you know
for
what I'm saying?
real.
I was just doing the stupidest shit I could have done for a whole lot of, you know what I mean? But I just, I don't know, like, smoking didn't really become a heavy part of my life until adulthood, but therapy really helped me unlock a lot of the traumas and shit that I had to deal with. And it helped me unlock my daddy issues and why I went looking for love in the ways that I did. You know what I'm saying? So I'm also an advocate for therapy. I spoke on a lot of shit I wanted to speak on, but I had my baby in the car. He was asleep. I wasn't trying to wake him up.
Understand that.
But domestic
You definitely
violence is heavy, heavy. Anybody
there
that
you
know
go.
me in real life know how serious I am about that topic. I try to do a campaign every year to raise funds for like domestic violence shelters and programs and shit like that.
Man, fuck.
So I resonate a lot with what Gilly said about the domestic violence, and I think I also went into dating those types of men because those are the types of men I saw my mom date. Um, I feel like I personally was a little bit stronger than she was because I kind of got to a point where I was beating on all them niggas instead of them beating on me. You know what I mean? I just
Mhm.
got tired of it. Was like one day I woke up where I just got tired of being a victim, so I became the aggressor. Like I don't fucking know. Like it just a flip switched in me one day, and I couldn't go back from that. So it's like I had to learn myself and what it is I'm actually attracted to and what I need. You know what I mean? Like types of men I go for now versus the types of men I went for 4 or 5 years ago. It's like a stark contrast. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to do the work on myself and with myself to figure out who I was, like, and fill my cup up. You know what I mean?
That's
I
beautiful.
think we as women, we don't do enough work within ourselves to keep our light shining. You know, it's very easy to let a motherfucker dim your light when it's already blinking. So just remember that.
Yeah. We don't need no more projects. No
Hmm.
more projects. That's where that
Okay,
trauma comes
ladies,
from, trying to heal
y'all
something and then no. We
y'all
grew
ass
from
cooking
that.
tonight.
We grew from that. No more projects.
Man,
Yeah, that shit's cooked, air fried, if you will.
man, let me tell you something. I used to be like, oh my God, I see so much fucking, I just see so much in you. Like, I just believe in you so much. You can't believe in a nigga more than he believe in himself.
On my
I
soul.
hate when you say it out loud. That's what I used to say, and it just sounds
No, that's
dumb.
so
Nah,
true.
cause for real, bro, like on some real shit, it's like when you believe in a nigga more than they believe in themselves, you constantly pushing them. You telling them like, don't forget to do this today. Don't forget you need to, look into that class or woo. And to them, you come off as a fucking nag. Cause they not in a
Mm.
position where they ready to grow. So all they hear is you telling them they not fucking good enough. And it's like, bro, like, no, I'm telling you you're great. Like, what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that should be. It goes back to what fucking V said. What
Mm.
was that fucking word you said? The self what?
We have a
Self
nurturing spirit.
realization or some shit. You said some shit, Mo.
We have a
That
nurturing
shit she
spirit,
said.
and but we just gotta know
Like,
our boundaries.
yeah, I need niggas to come to me healed. Don't come to me with that bullshit going on. I don't got time.
I'm telling you, you are what you attract.
You don't gotta come home, but you got to come healed, my nigga, for sure.
I agree. Well, I'm getting off of here, y'all, because I don't want to be like rude or, but
Girl, every we
Nah,
got
do
to
your thing.
play.
Yeah,
Let me
okay,
tell you
ladies.
something.
Yeah.
In about another 26
Let me get a
minutes,
piece
when
of
my phone
broccoli.
get here, I'm gonna cam up and y'all gonna see me fuck some chicken up. Listen, you
Yeah.
bitch.
It's Bill's ritual that we see her
This is
travel
a
home into
safe
that good old plate.
this is a safe space. Don't fuck that salad up.
Hey Trey, what was the
Yeah.
next question?
Oh yeah, y'all segue pretty great, so I might as well segue to the next
you are the best.
segment, guys. So as we reflected on your upbringings, man, it's time to reflect on a lot of relationship choices that we make in our relationships. So y'all already know my favorite segment, Pink Flags, where we're gonna try to dictate and judge the subtle signs and that's pretty acceptable with a pink flag, or y'all already know the no-goes, red flag.
Since you got your degree and you know every fucking thing.
All right, tonight's pink flags aren't just about romance. They're about behaviors we repeat, sometimes unconsciously, that lead to insustainability in our homes and in our hearts. So you keep picking potential over peace. Is that a pink flag because it's loyalty, or is that a red flag because you have a fear of loneliness?
Ooh, you motherfucker. Don't you
I thought that
Big
meant you had to go
bills.
first.
listen, man. I fucking just fucking said that and I feel attacked.
I feel attacked, right?
Don't
She
shoot.
already
Don't
answered
shoot. I
this
ain't
question,
answered
my
that.
brother.
And what my good sister has started to
What
tell
is
you is that I
this?
have
Yeah,
already told
shoot from the
you
hip.
that yes, it is a red flag because I am a stupid bitch, okay? If I keep trying the same things and expecting different results, I am clearly insane, okay? So I have to change myself because something is wrong with myself, you know?
My
Yes.
sister.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my god. You just took the words out my damn brain. No, for real. It's just like
I'm
when you
sorry.
used to something and you just scared to even try anything new. That's just gonna mess you up. For real. Being comfortable and being still. We not meant to do that at all. Fuck no. Hell no. Oh my god, these niggas is dumb. I was dumb. Fuck no. F that. I was dumb. Yeah, no. You can't go playing the same game and expecting different results. Literally, pretty much. Y'all look in the mirror and see that girl See that woman be like, yeah, I'm that. And I don't need nobody to tell me about nothing, anything. Being lonely sucks sometimes though. But then you remember kind of how peaceful it is. But we don't have to chase at all. We are the cats. It's just like, God, when? Jeez Louise, most of the time. And it's so unconscious that we even do it with these patterns. That shit is like really, really repetitive. But we can't just keep on repeating the past and thinking like it's gonna have a different result. Just do it differently, but keep the same heart.
So red flag.
What's the red flag? Ask that part again.
I'm saying you picking potential over peace. So is it a green, pink flag that you
Shit,
going, that you loyal, or is it a red flag, fear of loneliness?
it's a fear of loneliness is a red flag. Pink
Okay.
flag, fear of loneliness. And that's where finding projects come about. So, and that damages us truly. So, all the ladies out there listening, you are the shit. What, the pinkest flag, the most beautiful flag. You are the prize. You was that. Like, no. If it was for you, you wouldn't have to chase it.
I was singing. Anyways, red flag for sure. I agree with how Bill so eloquently stated. We are not doing insanity. We are not doing those repetitive patterns. Definitely choosing peace any given day. Trey, you already know how I feel. I ain't doing none of that. Everything can go to the wayside about the peace. So yeah, definitely red flag for me.
My pink flag is being too comfortable being alone. I'm quick to block and ignore and get another nigga. Well, I was actually, I'm in love. But that's how I used to be like, and even before, like when me and my nigga got back together, because he was my first boyfriend in high school. Like we been in each other like for a long time, but when we first got back together and we was getting into it, that's the first thing I go to, block his ass, nigga, leave me the fuck alone. But he come right to the house. He don't give a fuck. But
So you're the toxic one.
oh yeah, real bad, real bad. But
Okay.
I'm delivered.
Okay. Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
For the Lord.
Hallelujah. This is my testament. Okay, I have
Okay.
changed. I have evolved. I actually talk to my nigga now, like
Yes.
about this.
Communication.
Like we said, you know what I'm saying? Like I haven't got to the point. Somebody said it earlier. Not going to bed mad yet. Haven't got there yet.
You cannot go to bed mad at the man,
But
please.
the way my body and my brain work, I need leave me the fuck. And it's not even maybe not. Well, I don't. Maybe it's not going to bed mad. The situation won't be resolved. Is that the same going to bed mad equal the situation?
No, because the situation doesn't have to be resolved, but it is your heart and spirit that matters
So
to be at
I will
rest.
say we'll talk about because I can't
Yes.
with my anxiety. I can't even sleep if some shit sitting on me like that bothering me. So you know what I'm saying. We got to that point where like we could sit talk about shit and it don't gotta be a shower match or none of that. Like so, and
I
also
have an idea for you.
what
What if you like wrote it down in your notes real quick so you could like clarify
I
what
just
like
started
in a sense?
journaling. I just started journaling. Like look at me, like
That girl.
things. Yes, I be journaling, and that helped me like write down. Really think about what I'm upset about and what I want out of whatever the conflict is, like what my perfect resolution looks like, how I think it's gonna go. And then I also go back and write like how it actually went. He is like he Aquarius too. I'm an Aquarius. His birthday is like January, not like his birthday January 22nd. Mine is the 15th in February. So we are the same in a lot of ways, but our temperaments are completely different. He real chill, like he don't ever get aggressive or loud with me or none of that. Like he be crying sometimes, y'all. Don't tell him I said that. He be
What is that? As you said that.
because I know he really, really loves me and he just don't like when we like not seeing eye to eye. So I'm very blessed to have him. He's understanding, he listens. In the past relationships, like with other people, setting very, very clear boundaries of what I will and will not tolerate. I'm a very understanding woman by fault. And some of the old like situationships I had still be lingering around and want to now like profess they love and want to be in love because I got a nigga and like it ain't no like I don't play the combat games. Like I don't play those type of games. So
so yeah, it's definitely a red flag for me. Like at this point in my life, I just I just want peace. I want to be able to raise my daughter in a stable, loving environment. Like I want my baby to be able to see me being loved properly and being treated properly. So it's just like a lot of things now. Like I'm just not gonna really waste my time doing a lot of arguing or disagreeing or debating like where I am now. I just want peace in my life. So I'm just doing everything in my power to keep myself level, and like I'm an Aquarius as well, so I can understand like what Jazz was saying about a lot of things. But like now that I'm just older and I'm just really at a different phase of my life right now, and I just want peace, prosperity, serenity. That's it. So yeah.
You always tell men that you're in relationships that you don't need no help. Is that a pink flag because you set certain boundaries in a relationship, or is that a red flag because it's a trauma wall?
Who said they don't need no help?
Right.
I ain't never say that.
Hypothetical prompts, y'all.
Okay, hypothetically, if I was all right, say it one more time because as soon as you said y'all say you don't need no help, I clocked out.
Yeah, you tell your partner, your man, that you don't need help with a lot of things. You're independent. Is that a pink flag because you set boundaries and you like to do things your own way, or is that a red flag because it's a trauma wall?
I think I think that's situational for real, depending on the woman. Some women will say they don't need help because they want their partner to just do it. So and then some women are really just inherently just hyper independent and really like don't want no help. They don't they want to get it all on their own. I don't know. It's hard for me to speak from that perspective because my man take good care of me. So next, please.
If I was to be harsh, I would say a red flag. But to be fair, I would say a pink flag, but definitely something that needs to be worked on. I feel like I had even brought that up in like my first thing of like things, traumas that I had learned that I had to like take accountability for of me like implementing that. So once I understood like, okay, that's not good. When you're in a relationship with someone, you should be able to communicate with them what you need. I do get they shouldn't like some women or people in general, they would like people to like understand what they need or get like just read the signs or something. But I feel like we need to be able to communicate. It's too much life going on and a lot of stuff, like we should be able to communicate. So I think it's a pink flag that could be a red flag if not addressed.
I think it's an orange flag because, like,
I was gonna say that too. We need another color.
Yeah.
I don't need no help. You know what I mean? But that don't mean that I wouldn't like some. So it's just like I think that there is a new age of hyper independent women that has been created by the situations that they have unwillingly been placed into, and sometimes willingly been placed into. You know what I'm saying? So I think that when that type of woman is approached, I think it's up to a man to be intentional enough with that woman for her to realize that she can rest in her feminine energy, or to even just give her a safe space enough to see that it's okay for her to let her guard down, or maybe she don't have to work as hard. You know what I mean? So I think it's just like, it's not even a Superman complex for real. It's just like if this is somebody that you want, you gotta work towards showing them that you're somebody that they can depend on. And trust is earned and built or it's broken. Right.
Told you, I'm like like especially if I'm in a relationship, I'm quick to express my needs and everything, especially when I feel like I'm struggling or in a place where I just need some help. Like I don't have an issue with that. Like I don't think that that should ever be, especially when you're with somebody. I don't think that that should ever be a problem. I just don't think men are always mind readers, because us as women, a lot of times, I know we can like put on like everything is okay and not express certain things. But I learned that, a closed mouth don't get fed. You got to speak up on the things that you need. and things. It's because sometimes people just can't always read it, and I think that that's a lot of our problem as women too. We think that our man's supposed to be able to read it, and he's supposed to just automatically know, and he's supposed to automatically do. In some cases, that could be true, but I do think that expression and communication is important. And I do think sometimes we can be, like Bill said, hyper independent. But like for me, where I'm at, I don't got a goddamn problem asking for help. I'm just not ashamed because I know I don't always have it all together. And shit, sometimes a girl needs help. Okay. So that's just what it is.
I know for myself, I did build a trauma wall. So that made me more independent. And I kind of saw that within my mom to like having her own house, having her own business. Oh, I'm gonna tell you about that too. We got a new pool hall, whatever, and my mom's name, and I'm a bartender. Regardless, so the trauma wall that was built was due to the fact of friendships and relationships. I don't want to hear that you did something for me, and I thought it was for the greater good. In a sense, like if I really needed you for real, and if it get thrown back in my face, in a sense, that is what made me build that wall, and that's what made me feel like I had to protect myself and eventually figure it out on my own. But of course, everybody can't do everything alone. Besides, of course, praying to God and everything, try to do it yourself. But that's when my survival mode starts to kick in. So it's just like I can figure it out without you. Like you're not about to throw it over my head. You're not about to hang it over my head.
Simone, can I ask if you are like that, like with in a relationship or with men in general?
My issue with my relationships, I haven't been in one in 4 years. My problem with asking, truly, it was always hard for me to do. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out still truly within myself where that stemmed from. So I really can't answer that truly. But of course, like men aren't mind readers. But at the same time, I don't expect them to do anything because I'm gonna just figure it out on my own. But that doesn't make the man feel good in this sense to like lead. And I understand that part too. Like he won't know what to do with me, and then they get intimidated by that, and then I kind of like scare people away in a sense. Cause it's like, well, what the fuck you need me for in a sense? So I'm still figuring that out. It's like the betrayal, abandonment, and things of that nature. So it's a trauma wall. Like I
I
feel like I do have to do everything myself, but I'm still
I
trying to figure out how to open my mouth because closed mouths don't get fed.
dating, of course, because when I say like, yeah, who don't need help, like my hand always out for my man. Like when I really, I don't want to say I just when I'm in a relationship, like I'm only consider you my man if you know what I'm saying, already coming like that. I understand exactly what you mean. Like when you dating somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like when can I start?
I've had a man pay for a diagnostic of my car, and I was like, "Oh, I know I need an oil change," and I was like, "Well, I'll pay it back." And he was like, "Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it." We broke up. He had his sister text me someone something. Yeah, can you give him that money back for the diagnostic?
He
I
was
beg
just
your pardon. It's
he
just
was
like stupid stuff like that. It's just like that's why and that's the people I attract, and that's that.
I completely understand why you feel like that then, because then you like I don't really don't even because I ain't even asked for that, and then you gonna try, you know what I'm saying? I feel you, you know what I'm saying? That's just gonna be something that you just really gonna have to it's not gonna be easy. You never I don't think you ever gonna probably get to the point even while you dating somebody to especially feeling like that where you can be like, yeah, I'm about to go get my hair done.
I think for me, I just don't be wanting to put these niggas in a position to disappoint me because I know that as soon as that happens,
Sometimes
I'm
you got to
gone
though. Like
like my father. Like I'm gone like my father. You don't understand.
sometimes you
So
got
it's
to.
like it be like when I get to a point where I need help or need something and I ask you for it and you don't deliver. Now, if you can't, that's one thing. But if you just don't, and I know you just didn't, like now I just in my mind,
Like
you genuinely need to get the fuck away from me.
you gotta
Yeah,
put
like
no
that
response, no
really get to
nothing.
the
It
point
was
with
just like try to carry you after.
if you
like
don't
I break my back for a person that I love. You feel me? If you need that. So it's like if you can't match energy for me in every aspect, I just can't do it no more. Like I can't. So it's like the
I
smallest
could
shit, I
tell.
be like, oh well, that's my cue. The
I
fuck.
want all y'all to go on y'all phone right now and ask for something. Fuck y'all talk about. The last
I
nigga
got
that
two
picked
right
your
now.
phone, go in
Oh, I
and ask
stay asking for shit. I stay asking
what
for
you
shit. Don't
what
get me
you
wrong.
what you been wanting, girl?
I just
that.
got a new house. I told one nigga I need a grill. I
Thank
told the
you.
other nigga I need him to come pick my son pool up, take it down the street, blow it up, and bring it back. I told another nigga he need to put some fucking spices in my cabinet. Hello?
Now, what I would look, all right, now what I want to know, right, is what was the biggest, matter of fact, I might as well big screen it. What was the biggest ask you ever got from someone you was dating, not seriously dating, but someone you was dating, not in an actual relationship with? And what is you guys go to ask? Something that you asked for that have repeatedly got done.
If a nigga come to my house and my trash full and he don't take it out, that's a red flag.
Clock it.
If a nigga is riding with me to the store for whatever reason, he end up in my car and I pull over to get gas and he don't jump out to pump it, that's a red flag. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like it be the little shit like that that show me what type of person you are overall. Because if you don't even think genuinely to do that shit on your own accord, that lets me know that I'm gonna have to ask for that type of shit, and I don't feel like it.
Shit like that is understandable. I don't feel like that's like a nigga having to read your mind. That's just being. I feel like that's part of being a man. Like,
And like, I don't know. For me, like, I don't feel like it's a man's job to take care of me and shit like that. I feel like as a man, you should add value to my life the same way I'm going to add value to yours. So if the little things that you know are deemed harder for a woman to do, even though yes, I'm fully capable of handling this shit. If you could step in and make my life easier by giving me 5 minutes of your time and you don't think to do that for me, then you're just not the type of nigga that I need around me anyway.
Like that's damn near equivalent for a man just opening your door, literally,
Yeah, yeah,
or walking on the right side of the sidewalk for you.
yeah. On the outside, yeah, all of those things. Red flag, red flag. I could do this red flag
I
shit
got
all
one more
night.
red flag that I got.
Trey, put it on when they talk. Let's put it on when they talking, Trey.
Nah,
You
we
know, I'm
just like fucked
multitasking.
around and made
I
it
was gonna say they
open
finish.
conversation. My bad.
No, it's
It's
okay.
okay.
Y'all just want to finish.
Nah, if you want me to shut the fuck up, Trey Five, just say that.
I was multitasking, my bad, y'all.
I'm,
So they were still talking. I just see my face up there. Okay.
So what's your biggest ask that you receive, and what's your multiple go to that you got, from multiple people before?
Just multiple people in general.
Ah,
Yeah, like
thank
guys you
you.
dating, do you always hit them with
Oh,
Thank you.
if you got like the get my nails, you got 3 guys that got your nails done before, and then the biggest one, if you got somebody that made the biggest purchase for you.
I'm
Oh,
I'm
damn,
not
I
a
missed
I'm
the
not a
whole fucking question.
yeah, I'm about to say I'm not a fan of asking like multiple men for things. Like especially men I'm
Once,
not serious about. Yeah, like people I'm not serious about.
thank
I
you.
don't make that their responsibility to do certain things for me. But when we are serious or in a relationship and I asked for that, like when I went to Canada last year with the man I was with at the time, like I told him I needed my nails done and he sent me the money. It wasn't a problem. Like, just like he paid for the whole trip for me to go to Canada. Because I was graduating college and he was extremely proud of me. And that's just kind of how it went. I didn't have,
Congratulations.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's I'm in my master's program. I actually start this Monday. But
congratulations.
yes, y'all, that shit already looking like it's about to be
Hell
crazy.
yeah.
I want to
But
go
I'm
back
gonna get
to
it
my
done.
master's.
But I didn't, when like just like those things that I felt like I had needed for the trip, he did it for me. It wasn't I don't even feel like, in my opinion, like that was a big ask for real. It was cold as shit in Canada. So it really just wasn't like I needed like this whole shebang. Like some things I went and took care of myself, but like that little thing, I was like, let me just ask him. And I asked him and he did it. So, I just think, especially like depending on how he feel about you, it's not going to really be hard for him to do that. So, I don't be feeling I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't ask for big, I mean, I don't know, define big things. You said nails, but what else would be considered a
I don't
big
know.
thing?
Nigga ever bought you a car before? He ever
Well,
paid
like
a
TV,
bill,
a
Okay,
paid your
I
rent
plumber,
feel that.
before?
Yeah,
like
okay. So, no, I mean, I've like shit, I've had a car
a
most of my
car
adult
note.
life. Yeah, I've had a car most of my adult life, like I have a good father, so a lot of things I was just able like to call my dad and kind of ask for. I didn't really have to call a man and kind of ask him for things that I needed unless I just wanted him to do it, kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, I think my experience is just different when it comes to that. So like as far as like my car is paid off, like like if I needed help with my insurance, if I was with a guy and I needed help with it, I'm going to express that. I'm going to express that stuff is tight. I'm going to express things like that. So, I just think it's just about the level of the relationship and where it's at and what it's on. And, I think that can determine, how far you need to be going in terms of that. Like, I don't believe in asking, multiple dues for this and multiple dues for that. To me, like, that's borderline using them. So I don't believe in that. But like, if I
Damn
ask,
it.
yeah, but if I'm serious,
Yes.
yeah, if I'm serious with him and we having sex raw and all that, and you met my family and different things like that, that's different. So that's it.
Now, what was the question? Oh, biggest ass and go to shit. My go to off top, depending on like, well, it used to be, but depending on it depend on like on the week on what the fuck I need done. Obviously, Nils said if I'm about to go get it done, I'm gonna ask for some money. My favorite though is the beauty supply store run. Okay, because I'm gonna watch you because I'm about to be throwing stuff in this little. I'm gonna go get the little bucket from the front. And I'm about to throw shit in, and I'm watching. Some niggas will just step off, or one of them come inside, give you the break. Come in there, you watch, you start getting a little stiff. I'm throwing too much in there. Stop that. The biggest thing I asked for, I don't really be asking for like big shit, like for real. Probably like some clothes or some shoes or something like 300-400. During COVID though, you know what I'm saying? When niggas was getting all that PUA money, I had got a couple bands off this one nigga, and I went to Atlanta.
I kind of like was taken after Sharice. I really don't ask for anything. I know I mentioned like communicating when you need things or want things, but my way of communicating is really just bringing it up. Like if I have something, if I know I could take care of it, of course I'm not gonna conversate about it. I'm gonna take care of it. I'm grown. But if there's something that I feel like I would need support in or whatever, I will bring the things that I will bring up. And I feel like if they can't be like of assistance at that point, then it's just like, But I don't really ask for anything. And for the most part, I'm at a point now where I feel like in any relationship and in this economy, like people should have money coming in and have their affairs in order to be able to take care of stuff. So like I feel like just me, I want to be able to take care of my own stuff. So I take care of stuff, and so I appreciate the gifts that I've received just because of. Honestly, I receive a lot of stuff just because I don't ask for anything. Now I'm thinking about it. I've gotten a lot of things just because I don't ask for anything. I just say, "Oh, I would like this," or yeah, that's another thing. I'll just say like things that I would like, and I don't ask for anything, but like just because I'll get things. So I realized that. So like just off of that, I'm like, if I do feel like I need support in some area, I will just vocalize it in that way in communication. But I don't have any like specifics.
Z, do you think saying I would like something versus can you get me something is different?
I do think it's different, but I think they're both like questions that can be asked and should be asked at some point because like if like me thinking if I was to be with that one person in my life right now, like there may be those moments where I might be like, if I know that he will be able to satisfy it, can you do this for me? But I do think it is a difference. But I think they're both valid questions.
So the root of the question was asking a man the biggest thing.
It was the biggest ask you ever got from, and what's your go-to? There's several guys that gotten you multiple times.
I would express, I mean, what I have going on, but because it's not a dynamic in a relationship in the sense. And if they see it, if they pinpoint it out and they offer, that's amazing. That's a green flag. Like they be like, "Let me see your toes." They be like, "No, I got it. I got it. I'm about to get them done. It was like, nah, let me see him. It was like, all right, I'm about to get them done. That type of shit, yeah, cool. But me asking for anything is truly, it's probably been like my car. That's really it. And I was even thinking like maintenance wise. All right, I know how to change my tire. I know how to change my air filter. I know how to do like my transmission oil change myself because my father taught me that. So I don't need a man to do that. I would like to ask a man to do that, but that's not their responsibility. So it kind of just depends on the relationship of things. And I don't want a man to think that like I'm just like using them because I'm gonna find a way to show my appreciation at the same time. In a
I want to
sense.
show his appreciation by buying you some shit.
Like I was sitting like cook a nice home cooked meal or something. Like if they did what I need them to do, then yes, I'm gonna show my appreciation back, and then that's where the reciprocation, will come in eventually. But yeah, it's probably really just been like my car note. That's the biggest thing. Shit. Or paying my lawyer off when I had some shit going on. Like,
Clock
yeah.
it, pay for the lawyer.
Like my lawyer
Hello.
I owe my lawyer $800. Like, what we about to do about it? He was like, I don't want nothing. Just keep being you. Boom. PayPal hit.
Hell yeah. That's
Okay.
thank you, Simone. That's clock that.
And
Yes.
don't want like nothing from it, just me being myself. And that's just
Can't
rare.
even get
That's
grown
just rare. Yeah. That shit is just rare. Not even somebody I was in a relationship with either. In a sense, just somebody just seeing me for who I am for real. I don't know, but you guys I feel like you just know who you're dealing with and who you're talking to. Like I said before, you don't want to hear it again. Like you don't want to hear them favors get thrown back in your face again.
I
Type
do want to
shit.
say y'all that I
That's a
probably
valid.
am
That's a valid point.
biased because I'm an only child and I'm spoiled as shit. So
I'm only
I,
trying
don't,
to.
I never had a problem asking niggas shit because you know what I'm saying. I got a dad too. I told y'all the other day, me and my dad born on the same day, but I'm spoiled as shit. So that shit just funny to me. Like
I mean, the
Yeah.
worst they can say is no.
G shit. And if you say no, guess what? You ain't never got
The
to say
next
no.
one's gonna go.
Sayonara,
And I
nigga.
got some guys backstage, man, that's ready for the We Talk Back. So we're gonna get through Woman of the Culture and get this thing cracking. So tonight's Woman of the Culture is the legendary soulful, deeply spiritual Erykah Badu, known for her music, her freedom, and her layered relationships. Erykah got a couple kids with a couple baby daddies, and I want to know how y'all feel about it. Like, is she a symbol of liberated womanhood, or is she an example of chaotic love? All right, y'all. Erykah once said that she didn't regret her relationships because they birthed beautiful children and she had personal growth. But in our community, right, how do we separate what's artistic freedom from patterns that we keep repeating at the expense of stability? How do we tell the difference between living free or living wounded? What happens when emotional inconsistency becomes like our aesthetic? I want to know from y'all, how do y'all feel about women like Erykah Badu that take these type of stances that live free with less stability? Or do y'all feel like, hey, it's y'all way or the highway?
How did I know you was gonna come to me first? um, well, firstly, I will say, as far as Erykah Badu is concerned, I love her musically, so I just want to put that out there. Like she I think she's in a different bracket from like a lot of women in terms of her success and her need. I mean, like the way that she's able to really ultimately balance her career and take care of herself, different things like that. I think that maybe her decision making in terms of relationships, I'm not here to judge her, but maybe some of those, maybe some of them decisions she probably regret, but it's like I just don't really feel like I have room to really like judge like her being like a 2 or 3 time baby mom. I think she got 2 baby daddies or something like that. I just think that like, she's just on a different level of success. And I do think a lot of men really is very much attracted to Erykah Badu. And I don't think that they really care about, like how many baby daddies she got and stuff like that. I just think she's a different type of woman. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I overall I like her. I don't really have anything negative to say about about Big Chief of the Choctaw. I like her. I just, I don't really have an opinion one way or the other. I just think that, she's like in her own lane, flying her own plane, living her life the way she wants to live it, and doing what she want to do accordingly. So, because I haven't seen her with a man in a long time, but who knows? She might got a little man on the side, or she might got her a little piece. I just don't know. So I don't know. I don't think that. I just think that we do a lot of paying attention to celebrities and thinking that we can emulate their lifestyle and what they do, but I just think that that's where we need to separate ourselves and kind of find your own lane of independence, what you like, what's best for you, and how you want your life to be. Like, I just think when we look up to these people, it's just like they're just in a different lane altogether. And I don't like to, like put myself in a place to kind of be looking up to them, if that makes any sense. But I do like her. I really do. So I don't know. I'm just kind of, yeah, on the fence with that, with her. That's all I really got.
I love Erykah down. Let me start there. I feel like she's so unapologetically herself, and it makes a lot of people uncomfortable. And I think that also is the reason a lot of women love her. You know, women, we lead with our hearts, and when we're young, we, have tendencies to misunderstand lust or love. So I don't really have one way or the other a disposition about how many baby daddies she got. Like shit happens, you move on, you live, you learn. But I think that I agree with a lot of what Sharice just said. I love how she was still able to, be so successful and still live her life so privately, you know. Um, Her children are beautiful. They look happy, but what the fuck do I know? I don't know them kids. Shit. It's like you see a celebrity and you just see the outside of what their life appears to be like. So the only thing I really have to judge off is how she carries herself, and how she presents her brand. So yeah, I'm for whatever she got going on.
Trey, I know the prompt, but you asked another question too that you added on it. What was that?
Oh, well, about how you feel about it?
Yeah, no, I felt like it was something else you said that outside, well, because it wasn't
Like
just
living free, living wounded.
just okay, but okay. Since we talking directly about my love, Miss Erica, I wanted to highlight the way that she affects men. Since we was talking about the toxic shit and whatnot, and now I don't
Wait
want
it
to
up.
say affects men, but the way it's perceived, if you will, how everybody associates her how you call it Baduisms with like Andre 3000 in common, and how she just like changed they whole shit up. Like I'm with that type of shit. Y'all ain't already caught that from me. Like it's definitely my way or the highway for most regards, but I don't see a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Because like at the end of the day, if you know what I'm saying, being in a relationship ain't gonna be ain't every relationships ain't gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying? Like the way in any vibe. Like I'm for that. Like I need to be put on a pedestal. I need to be loved and cherished and all that. Like and if it don't give that, I don't know. I wish that for everybody.
I kind of want you to read the propaganda. Well, the fact that what was you saying, like her moving on from wounded situations, or just being able to just like move freely instead of like wounded. Trey,
Yes, ma'am.
all right, that was that. All I can say is like I feel like it takes a lot for a woman, but sometimes it don't. It really just depends. Cause I've seen just some women, unfortunately, have been in situations. I've even seen it where they've been just so hurt by a person, and they just stick around because that's all they know. With her, or it's like she blesses people, and she knows it, and that's why everybody gravitates towards her, and everybody just pretty much respects her in that sense. She doesn't move like she's been hurt. Sometimes that's actually scary too, because we just like gotta pick ourselves up, whether we're mothers, teachers, students, anything like that. We gotta pick ourselves up and just keep on pushing. And that's the type of strength that I can definitely look up to for sure. And a lot of the times, if she was the one that got hurt, they're gonna come back and realize they was the ones that fucked up, and then that's when they sit there and comply. Really, like, these are my boundaries now, and this is what it's gonna be.
Thank you.
And literally, so I don't know, the way that she just protected her energy and just how do I want to say it? Just believed in herself and the Most High, because the love just really just come from above. Sometimes it's not even in no man or no human, and she just sees her kids as her angels, and that is a regret. And that's another thing I take appreciation for, even though I don't even have no kids. But if everything was happening like that, fuck baby father. Like, F him. I got this angel right here, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes, to protect that eventually. Sometimes it's not easy to move on from what you're used to. I just pray that the girlies will release themselves from that. 'Cause life is so much better when you got your little mini best friend with you. You on mute.
Y'all was cooking, man. I love y'all perspectives on Erykah. I don't know where Z went. I was about to let her, get her cook session on.
I was
Are
right.
you back? All right.
But I agree with Simone. She said it very well. I'm cleaning my closet, anyways. But yeah, I agree with.
I was stacked.
Yeah, because I have a very fast metabolism, so I've maintained the same size, and like I've accumulated things already.
I have no room to talk, bitch. Like, listen, I got shit, too much shit.
I got other closets.
Literally.
Yes. I'm like at a point now where I'm like bigger place, not get rid of. But I've been condensing a little bit, but bigger place still. But
Same. Donations.
girl problems. But I agree with how Simone very well articulated that. I'm not very well versed of Erykah Badu's actual relationships with her children's fathers or father. I don't know even how that lines up, but just seeing how she is able to maintain her womanhood, maintain her motherhood, maintain just being an individual, holding her head up high, embodying so much grace and depth at the same time. I really feel like I commend her overall. But I don't think that that's like the path to just go, ideally, of course. But should those cards be put on your table, I think the way that she is displaying it and the way that her aura and the energy that she's giving off, all of that, I think that she's carrying it very well. And I do want to give her flowers for that. It's
Z,
amazing.
can I add on to what she was about to say too?
Yeah, what? What's that?
I feel like that she found an outlet outside of men that
Yes.
helped her a lot. So I feel like that's another thing that women should look into for
That is
sure. Is
so
finding a different
key.
outlet.
Yes.
Like just even instead of flowing through her music or beat or crystal, whatever her advice is. And I think that's probably like where that might come from, and the self love that comes from. So the trauma of things don't go towards her children, even though it's like multiples, this, that, and the third. No one's
Right.
excluded, no one's left out, and she won't show that because as long as she's healed, as long as her kids are healed, they don't have to go through what she went through. In a sense,
Right.
the children don't have to feel what she went through. Find a
Right.
different vice and find an outlet. That's a great thing too.
Yes. I actually had seen this like snippet of her like routine. Like I think it was like a morning routine or something. And just seeing the bliss and joy that she had over like the smallest of items, the simplest of tasks. She's just like and she's like, everyone knows, but it was just like she found peace in her new reality, and found a balanced routine that worked for her, and it was allowing her to show up the way that she does every day since all of life happening. But yeah, that was, yeah, I don't have nothing negative to say about that woman. You muted.
Every time. Now it's time for these fellas, man. If they not ducking the smoke, which y'all already know, they usually are ducking the smoke. They never want to come up here and battle with y'all. But I think I got some that may want to, discuss these particular conversations. Are women contributing to broken homes through poor partner choices, denial, or survival mode? Man, we about to get into We Talk Back, where the fellas come up and square off with the women.
Call me when you get home. Okay.
All right. I want to know from the panel, man, how y'all feel about the prompt. We got somebody in here. Okay, Boone up in here. Boone ain't scared. So I guess we're gonna ask you first, Boone. Are women contributing to broken homes through poor partner choices, denial, and survival mode?
You want me to answer now?
I can let the women go first and you can go last. Let me know.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know if you were asking me or if you was asking everybody. And then,
Oh no, I'm asking you first.
So before I answer, right? I hope I don't get cut off by no female in here because out of respect, I listen to everybody, right? So one thing I do know, women do not take accountability. Two things I do know, women do not take on responsibility. I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I'm saying that because women will become the victim and play the victim in a role to where the world believes them and the man looks like the enemy. And I'm not saying that every position is like that, but you do gotta remember, she did fuck with Andre 3000 and the nigga went from being a rapper to playing flutes. If that ain't depression, I don't know what is, because something happened over there. And then on top of that, right, I listen to everybody say, I don't need a man. I just need a man for blase, blah, blase, blah, right? And then when women say they don't need a man, at the end of the day, they still call him their father, which is a man. So that's the delusional thing that I see on that end. But women don't know how to be, how can I say this? In this day and time, women do not know how to be wives. And I'm saying this with respect because you weren't bred to be one. And the reason why that is because we all either came from a broken home or we've came from situations to where we just paid so much attention to the woman that we overlooked our fathers. Meaning like they were going through so much that we're like, oh, we're taking our mother's side for everything. And our dad is the crazy one. But then when you get older and you start to see shit for what it is, you realize your father wasn't that far off. And like, a lot of people talk about gift giving and things like that. Everything I heard was material. Everything I heard was material. Nothing I heard was, doing like something just out of everyday doing. Or like, as a man is supposed to be, the way a man moves is the way a man moves. And you as a woman cannot tell a man how a man moves. Just like a man cannot tell a woman how a woman is or operates or whatever like this. But you have to either accept what he is for who he is or move on. Because if you're accepting everything that you don't like in that man, and then y'all have whatever situation y'all have, and then it blows up in the end and y'all separate, whose fault was that? You saw it. So, like, I get that people be like, well, I'm used to this. Well, get used to it. Because apparently this is what you want. So, I'm not trying to be like, bashing women or none of that. I'm just talking as a man through a man's perspective on how a man does things. And I guarantee you that if a man gave you a list of every single thing that it took to keep him, you're going to take off half of it because it's something that you're not going to want to do. But let you give him a list, and you better complete that list plus more. Boy, chill out. And then the greatest gift that I can say a man can give a woman, one of these. I'm crying, man. You messing it up. Oh.
No, you was cooking. That's right, old boy.
You must have seen me making faces. I got a few things. First, you said we wasn't bred to be wives. What? Are you married?
Yes. I said women of today
Okay,
are
listen.
not bred to be wives.
Let's do this back and forth because I got a few questions that I want to ask before I make the assumption I want to make in my head. Was your mother married?
Say again?
Your mother married?
No, remarried later on.
So she wasn't married to your dad? Are you close with I don't wanna speak is she still with us?
So what now?
Is she still with us?
My mother. Yeah,
Okay. Are y'all close?
we cool.
Cool. Okay. You said something about Andre 3000 going from being one of the greatest rappers alive, not going from, he still is, to dropping a flute album. Why do you see that as depression and not elevation? He's an artist. And this
Did
is
you not listen to the
hold
Love
on,
Below?
hold on, I got another part to that. Because this is me speaking not as a woman, this is me speaking as a music representative, as music management. Why don't you see that as just elevation, as him just taking another lane for different currency and just do what the fuck he want to do because he like that? Why do you see that as and then why do you see that as depression? And then why do you see that as a direct
Want me to
reflection
answer that
of
question for you?
what I do?
Want me to answer that question for you?
Well, if you would let me finish, yes.
Are you an artist?
No, I'm not. I'm not a recording artist. No,
Are you any kind of talent, any kind of anything? So when you're at your lowest moment, is
I
that
just
not your
graduated
greatest?
3 months ago with my bachelor's in music management.
But when you're at your lowest moment in life, does that not make you your greatest creation that you've ever created?
That's situational, but I'll go with you. Yes, I just said a whole bunch of stuff I digress.
Hey, boom. Hey, yeah, come here. Come here. Thank you, 25. Because, first of all, let me cut this damn water off because, it's hard. I love you, boom. Me and you, we friends in the real world. So it's like when you say things like this, I be forgetting who you are for a second,
Mm.
And I'm gonna hold it, and I'm gonna just say, I said several things for one
I didn't
that
come
were
in on your
just
spot. I
hold on,
came in at the
wait a
end.
second, wait a second. You said the
I
first thing
never
you
heard
said
you.
was I don't want to be
I never heard you.
interrupted.
I
I'm
never
gonna
heard
I'm
you.
gonna reiterate it, but hear me out. The first thing you said was I don't want to be interrupted,
But
right?
mind you, you
So
did
so
say.
you
But
have to
mind you, you
hear
did
me.
say.
You
I
gotta
heard
let me
you. I never
finish,
heard you.
Moon.
I never heard.
I didn't say you heard me. I said several things that were acts of service, right? And before I could even finish my sentence, you're already interrupting me. You have to listen to understand and not to respond, boom. Because that's what I did for you. So I need you to do the same for me. Okay. Now, I said things that I expect a man to do for me are take out the trash, get out and pump my gas when we get to the gas station. I shouldn't have to pump it myself. I asked the nigga to come pick up a pool I already bought and take it down the street and put air in it. That's an act of service. All you have to do is spend 50 cent on an air pump. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the things that I said that I asked for, a grill, go pick up a grill that I'm paying for, that I already ordered. You just have a truck and I have a car. Like acts of service is all of the things that I named. So it's like you can't say shit like that because of the things that you have experienced with a handful of women that you have dated throughout the years. Multiple women on this panel said things that were simply acts of service. Most of us said we don't even like to ask for things. We can't even remember what we would have asked for. The biggest gifts we got were during the PPP scams and shit like that. These are the things that we were saying. I didn't hear not one of these women say, "Oh, I asked a nigga for a bag and he bought it," or "I asked a nigga for this and he did that," or "If a nigga ain't buying me this, then that." I didn't hear none of them say no shit like that. So why are you coming at us with such aggression?
I'm
I
not.
feel
But still,
attacked.
you just said that I took something personal from my past, right?
You had to because
You
who are
just took
these women?
everything personal that you just said was personal to you. That you just said.
Because if you say that, if you
No, but you
talking to
just
a
said it.
panel
You
full
can't
of women,
contradict it.
if you talking to a panel full of women in a rebuttal stance about the things that we just said, why wouldn't we take it personal?
So what about everything that he's doing that you don't even see every day?
He disregarded
No, no,
every question I asked him.
no. I'm gonna get out of here. I think that was
You gotta
actually
go
like
right back to that. Like, what are you
no,
talking about?
because you don't even like you can't
I
even acknowledge
only came
what
in at the
Bill
end of
just
this
said.
conversation. That's what y'all was
I
You
doing.
have
asked you
to
direct
acknowledge
questions,
what was
bro.
just
So
said
then
with
why would you say you sat
clarification
here
as to
and
what
listened to
happened
them
Because I
fools
before
and
just
Bill
still
said
didn't
just
I
hear no
said.
heard
shit?
them
You
theirs.
just
I
want to
said
go
I
harder.
heard theirs. I never said you. I heard theirs. I said that right in the very beginning. I came at the end of
Mm-hmm.
it. And I said, I heard what they just said. Then I said, I never heard you speak. I said
Well,
that. I was in a session.
now what you gotta say? Because you didn't sound like you heard what she said.
No, but I said
He
what she
didn't
said. I
get
said
nothing.
from the
He came to
purpose in
talk.
the
He
past,
didn't
Well,
right?
come
this
This
sounded
is
like you had some extra but
nah. See,
I
the
think
thing
he
is,
came in
the
at
thing
the
is,
end though.
nah. The thing is,
Uh,
at the end of the day, a leader is never liked. So at the end of the day, if a woman really wants a leader as a man,
good night, y'all. I'm gonna go. I already said I had to go and chat, but
Good
I'm done,
night, Z
y'all. Y'all
baby. Sleep
say
well.
good
Good
night,
night,
Miss Love.
Z. You just gonna leave me here on this
Out of here.
Hey,
hill
well, leave
to
us here with
die.
boo.
I'm sorry. I cannot, cause I'm just like I already had to go, and like that is just like that's
Boom. I have a
disrespectful.
question.
Going
He
nowhere.
finna take me there.
Yeah.
You
Boom.
know,
Yeah.
Boone, you lucky I'm off tomorrow. I
That's
got
why
some
I digress.
fucking
I
time
had to
tonight.
I got a full
I
day
got a
tomorrow.
question.
Mm-mm. I'll listen for Simone's question.
So when he was saying that, it seems like, of course, in this day and age, it seems like women just like want, in a sense of like just physical as stuff. It's affirmations in a sense. It depends on really who you're dating, and it comes with intent, really. So that's where everything kind of comes conflicted, truly. So how do you feel about that? It depends, because like men can sit there and just like waste our damn time in a sense, like they want to care and do this and that, but then they want something in return, which is pretty much damages sex. It's just like,
right?
well, I'm not saying that you might be like that, but how do we even, as women, what do you think about that though?
So what do I think about men basically paying you and giving you gifts for sex?
Pretty damn much. It's just like it's always like,
Oh, my honest
well,
answer to
first of
that
all, we don't
question
even
to
ask
you,
for anything. Pretty much like all the women that like we were all saying, like we really don't ask for anything. I mean, we might probably speak on it, but that's not your
right?
responsibility.
So my honest answer for that is I have a daughter myself, right? So
Right.
it's your legs that you open.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I
Are you in
can't
a
I
But
can't
relationship?
no,
tell you
absolutely not. I just feel like,
I can't tell you what I can't tell you what the next man's goal is. I can't tell you that.
well, you probably did miss a lot of the conversation. I didn't mean to cut you off though. You
Uh,
probably did miss
got
a lot of
it.
the conversation where it was just like, yeah, we have to have our guard up in a sense. It depends on who we actually want to talk to, and we gotta figure out our discernment when we're talking to certain people. Because some people come into our life and think that they could like leech off us, or men and women. You know what I'm saying? So most men are bums, females are bums. It could go both ways. It's just all about discernment, for real, for real. But
I
as far
think
as getting
also
something for somebody, the act of service, that's just really that, for real, or like affirmation, quality time. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we get blindsided because you don't know people's real intention, and that's where everything gets misconstrued. For real, for real. Some people just don't come with real intention, so that's where everybody gets fucked up. And I'm sorry to cuss in front of the baby.
no, you good. I say it all the
That's what,
time.
yeah, that's where things get effed up. And nowadays people are here for what they can get out of things. It's not a lot of genuine love happening these days. So as a man, can you help me, maybe even the other women, understand what is the man's aspect when they know that they want this woman like truly instead of wasting their time?
So
Thank you. How
look
do I
at
even know
things.
you like me if you're not about to spend no money on me?
Don't think like that. Don't think
No,
like
that's
that.
not even money,
So
like literally quality
if a
time.
man
Like
likes something,
You talking
if
about
a
some don't
man
think like
likes
that?
something, listen. If a man likes something, for you to understand what I'm about to tell you. If a man likes something, he's going to protect it first before spending any kind of money on it.
you said
He's going to
protect.
protect it, huh?
You said protect.
He's going to protect it.
Okay.
And I can't explain that for whatever that man is for you, but that's what it is. And I'm not saying protect it like in a crazy sense, like the nigga's crazy because you're talking to her.
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
talking about
not like control.
no. I'm
Yeah,
talking
no.
about real life something. Like real life something is going to happen, and he's just going to cover it without even asking.
I
Like
have
it could be.
another question. When does a man feel like it's safe? Truly, well, it probably just depends on the person, really, because a lot
Mhm.
of men just always have their guard up and think, everybody pretty much out to get them. Whole time that person not even the person that you've been with before. Like you gotta give somebody another chance, and men don't
Right,
open up their emotions for
right.
in a
See,
sense, like
So that goes into your boundaries, like you was talking about before, right? Because you
Yeah.
said that you have boundaries. The only way that you have boundaries is because of your past. So that means that if I'm coming into your relationship, I'm getting over these walls that you created.
Yeah, it just sucks because for men and women, you kind of don't know when it is safe,
What about
truly,
healthy
because
boundaries
you
though?
know you can pour yourself into somebody entirely, and then all of a sudden, they know so much about you, and then when an argument pops up, oh, they about to spill every damn thing that you done said to them. I'm like, damn, I thought I could trust you,
And that's the part really right there, right?
and that's what we was talking about, the emotional intelligence with people, and that's where discernment comes in at.
Yeah. And that's when you get people that become narcissists and they don't even know that they are, and they'll become manipulative. You like, so you say like if you have a person that can manipulate you through emotion.
Hmm.
So that's why I say it depends on your
What
situation,
what does that look like?
huh?
What does that look like? Somebody manipulating somebody through emotion.
Cry, tears, screaming, yelling, whatever.
I have an example. Imagine like you're trying to express your emotions in the most calmest way to your partner, and you be like, "Hey, it's something that you did to me that I didn't really like. Like I didn't appreciate the way that you talked to me in this type of manner." And then they switch it and be like, "I mean, all right, bro, but when you did this and the third, wait, hold the hell up." Like that, yeah, that's manipulative
But not necessarily.
in a sense, because it's like I'm at least expressing to you how I feel. If you felt away
It depends on the
all the way
situation,
before,
though.
you should have been expressed that. Don't bring it over
Right.
here now because I'm about to say something. Like, and that's fucked up.
Right.
That means you felt away the whole time. That means you could backdoor me at any time because you building all this up.
Right.
You know,
So
that's
where
not
is the
right.
middle ground between addressing things when you address things and addressing things every single time you throw them off?
Oh,
I feel
that's
like it need to be addressed right then and there. Truly, that's just my opinion. Even with the male as well, female or male. Like,
But then
so
he's
we first of all,
sassy
we're
and he
supposed to be a
nitpicking.
team.
Though I think it depends though. It depends on the in a relationship. It depends on the state of your relationship. It depends. Like every bedroom ain't to be
Right.
full. Like you know what I'm saying? But it come down to like repetitiveness. Like sometimes it could be something small, but it keep happening. Like you gotta address that shit.
yeah.
I think it really just depends on your person. If
That's
you got
just
a
a
person who's gonna hear you out whenever, small, big, and different, whatever, private, whatever. If you got somebody who hear you out, you got somebody who you know, like take the more defensive side, and you know what I'm saying, like.
I feel like if you have a person that just sees this much of your vision, you're fine. Because you're not going to see the whole picture, bro. I can't think like you. You can't think like me. As long as I can see that much.
That's what we were
That's
talking
not a
about
lot.
earlier. I don't know if you heard it because you wasn't in here. It's pretty much. I think I said it in someone else's face. It's like you are what you attract, for real. And you find somebody that sees the vision in things, then it could blast off as long as it's a safe space.
So boom, peace and love, boom. Now I heard it. I had stepped away, but I heard a little bit of what you said when you said, like when you first said women don't know how to be wives. All I heard was Anton Daniels. I said, boy, I hate that damn Anton Daniels, and that's all I.
Who that, Sharice?
Yeah.
Pocket.
Oh, that's all I heard. But because I mean, I've been on the panel with him a couple times, and we've, and sometimes I haven't agreed with a lot of things he stated because I feel like when men speak about women, sometimes it's such a generalized way, and I just think every situation is different for every person. I think women are being boxed to a certain type of stereotype or actions, and I just think everything is just it's different for everybody. So, like I said, I mean, like I'm not sure where you was, where you was going when you was saying that. So, can you kind of reel that back in for me a little bit?
Like, oh, we can go back to that, but I don't feel like
Yeah, I was gone.
women
My
are
bad.
boxed in.
That's what I had heard.
No, I don't feel like women are boxed in. I feel like men are.
Okay,
Who promoted monogamy? Not your God.
but I
Nigga,
mean,
how the fuck do we know that?
I'm about to say.
It's
I
not
mean,
in the
I've spoken
Bible.
with argument the last time. That's
It's not in the
I don't know
Bible.
feminism, but men promote it as well. I think.
No, we don't.
Men get
We
I
do
like
it
him,
because
Trey.
we don't want to
You
deal with
better
it.
get spicy
get
now,
emotional
baby.
when they women go out and deal with another dude. I
Hell,
think
y'all ass now.
just as upset.
I like him, Trey. He just with it, folks. Like, what? We talking about that? What?
Yeah, like
Okay,
I'm still being
so
said that
my question
monogamy
is this, right?
is not a monolith to me. But go ahead.
My question is,
Hey,
if we all really, if we all read the Bible,
before it get too crazy, I just want to say one thing, right? Although Bills did mention the gas in the trash, right?
Mhm.
When he said, "What is something that you ask?" or basically his point was something that you look for your man to do, right? Nobody mentioned nothing else, nothing that was like quality time or what I'm
Hold on,
saying, shit like that.
guys,
No,
real
no,
quick.
no, 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 no. I'm not holding on. Please,
Y'all missed
please,
the
please,
question
please,
that Trey asked
please.
us.
Financial, like if we could
He
go
asked
over.
what was a big ask.
He
That was the
asked, yeah, the question was, what
Was
was the
a
biggest thing you've
biggest
asked for
ask and something that you like this
and that
your
multiple
go
people
to.
have done
Yeah, like your go to.
for you?
We was
Your
talking
go
Yeah.
to your
financial
go to
though.
He
ask.
was talking about, he was talking
he
financially and
said
she
Did he
asked
financial.
in
did he
the
ever say
chat and
financial?
she
Yes.
asked in the chat and he
Did you say
clarified
financial?
financial.
You did say
He
financial?
tried to get him ready, try to say yeah.
Hold on, you muted.
Oh, my bad. Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah, I said like purchase.
You
You know,
said
like
purchase?
He said
nails
Oh, all
purchase.
right. Well,
Yeah.
or
I'm gonna shut up on
Yeah,
that
I
then.
feel like y'all all trying to
And
bid on me, and I'm
the
like, I got
biggest
my
thing that
hands
we
out there.
asked niggas to purchase
That's
was
what we talking
fucking
about.
gas.
Yeah, that's what
They
we
ready to get on our ass.
Ripping the fuck out us for
let's
asking
put
niggas
some
to
money
put
on
gas
me.
in our
Don't ask these
motherfucking
niggas for
car.
no money.
I talk about. And I told all the girls, y'all better have got another phone and asked that last nigga that y'all was talking to for
Ah,
free.
yeah. So
Or
I missed the key word in the whole discussion there because I
Yes,
was
you
like
did.
but what was you drawing? What was you drawing to?
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just wondering why was it all financial shit? Why was it not like quality time and shit like that? Like
course.
It was an initial question.
But
That's why. Like, what's
he
the
didn't
biggest
Yeah,
ask
it
us
purchase
was
what
the
you
the
it
would
was the
ask to
biggest
prompt that I
purchase
set
purchase?
up.
was or how we like
oh,
to
okay.
receive love. That wasn't the question.
Yeah, I
But
Oh,
set the
so
before
prompt up like that.
that,
oh, all right. So
it
that
was
was
the
so that
fact
was
that all
okay.
of
So
us
hold on, hold on,
literally
hold on, hold
said
on,
we
hold on, hold
can't
on, hold
ask
on.
nobody for nothing. We feel like we don't. We can't.
I was trying
All
to put
right.
the girls on game, but I had to go get them some shit. Really?
Yeah, she the one that asked for stuff. Just
Yeah, we know.
that's one out of seven.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
seven of us, and it was
yeah.
just one.
Yeah,
So
But I
shit.
don't feel like y'all attacking this. We talk
not
back
yeah, we not
prompt as
attacking.
are
First of all,
women
we not attacking
contributing
shit.
to
Y'all
broken
niggas
homes
ain't
through
attacking
poor
us,
partner
and we not
choices,
attacking y'all niggas.
denial, or survival mode?
No, he was saying that y'all not attacking the actual talk back
This prompt.
Say it
prompt.
again, Trey, please. I'm sorry.
Are women contributing to broken homes through poor partner choices, denial, and survival mode?
Yes.
Yes.
But the boys, what was they here when we actually spoke on our red flags and the shit that we know is wrong with us? Was they here for that part? Because
They
I've
we
been
probably
listening.
wasn't.
Hold on, I've been listening since the beginning. Yes, I
we
have.
sat here and talked about it.
So women are to blame for the broken homes in our community.
No, women are not to
No.
blame, but there
It's
are.
fifty
No.
fifty probably. It's
We
women that
have
are.
we
It
have
ain't.
contributed to the
In
Yes,
what
problem, but
way?
we are not to blame.
So
yes.
if we was to say a percentage wise, what would that percentage be?
That's what I was gonna say.
I don't
What's the
even
Fifty
want to
fifty.
be
percentage?
that wild like that.
I don't even know.
50-50 due to the fact that it's trauma that had happened due to the fact that okay a male didn't come from a place of love and they don't know how to travel their love elsewhere. They move on survival. Same with women didn't grow up with a father or this and the third, so they have to go out and figure out how to survive from different men. It goes 50-50. So it
So
depends
what
on
you
the
just
woman, it
Hold
depends
on,
on the
said,
wait. You think
man.
50-50? You
If
think
we
hold
gotta
on,
share
hold
the
on.
mic, y'all, we gotta share the mic.
All right, go ahead, Dutch.
No,
so
that's for
what you
nobody
just
particular. I'm just saying when y'all hit when everybody
Nah,
get
I
that,
heard I heard Dutch was about to speak, so he can go ahead.
so what you just said, the lack of fathers, right? So we got to go to the root of it, to
Oh
to to
damn.
the actual question, right? The actual question was is it the women's fault, right? Now, in today, 2025, how many black men, we talking about black people, right? That's what I think. How
Yeah.
many black men were raised by their mothers, like percentage wise?
Are we talking about our age group? Or are we talking about like in general?
Nah, just any
It's insane
male,
now. It's a
any
lot. I know
black
a lot of
male,
y'all out here taking
any
care of
black male, any black male over the age of 18 years old today.
Y'all know these niggas is taking care of their kids now. Like, you know, it is still some niggas who bums, but it's different now. Like these
But
niggas.
we're not talking about the men who take care of their kids. We're talking about the broken home.
I mean, if
I
we
would
talking
say
about
it's
broken homes, then we talking about. I mean,
5% no father in the home rate.
like unmarried or just
who
not
are
together
being
at
who
all.
are being raised by a straight up
I would say
single mother.
Yeah, I'm on my laptop
I
right
would say
now.
so,
I would
but
say
statistically
it's over
speaking, if
half.
I could, statistically
It's
speaking, I'll
definitely
say
it's
something that's the
definitely
truth.
over it's definitely over 80%, right? So now,
What you
It's
said,
65.
Brody? You said households without like without two, that's not two parent homes.
so if it's over 80%, that means women are actually raising today's men who are over 18 years old. So at the end of the day, it's the women's decisions on picking these dudes that they can't see the red flag and continuing having babies with them. That's the root.
In 2023, about 49.7% of Black children live in a single parent household.
Come on, looking up the stats.
Y'all know I just graduated. I'm still on study time.
Her. Yo, Tuesday, I saw you with your little penny pad. I was here for that.
I got my notes and my questions. Okay,
Okay, I was
don't
here
shut
for
me
that.
down, but he got it.
Yeah, these do need to be thought out. But yeah, see, and that's the thing too. I just think that blame needs to go in both directions because I always feel like yes, it is a lot of women raising today's men, but that's been going on for a long, long time. And even if there is a situation where both parents can't seem to get along, that should not stop the father from being in the child's life. And the father should want to be in the child's life that they created.
I don't
And
want to disregard all these young niggas who really stepping up and being bomb ass fathers. A lot of our good men, our brothers, our cousins, you know what I'm saying? Like just our hood men and shit. Like these, they really, it is still some bums. That's just stats. That's just life. But I feel like it's different now. In the 80s and 90s, you know what I'm saying? When a lot of us was born, it was fucked up. It was never gonna be no father. You know what I'm saying? Even I talk about my father now, he not even my birth father, but
mhm.
they
It's funny. It's funny how like when it comes to fathers not raising their children and everything, and the blame being pointed to the women, they want to share that, right? They want to share that. It's 50-50. It's both of us. It's
Because
both
can
of
we
our fault.
control whether or not
Now,
he's there or not? Can you control,
now
control
when it's turned around, and these dudes are fucking with hoes and they getting got, everybody tells that guy, hey, it's your fault. You fucked with her. Like they
That
don't
was my
blame
next
her.
question.
but that's
They
not the same
My
context,
mans would tell
Dutch.
me if hold up. I'm just looking at the root of something. If
Okay.
if if I'm fucking with a hoe, my man Trey Five go tell me, yeah, what was you thinking? Why did you fuck with her? You
why do we
knew
go automatically to hold up?
but it won't but I can't sit up here and say it was 50-50. Like I can't say that. I
So why
gotta
are
eat
you
that.
going automatically to it being a hoe? Why can't it
No, I
be?
was just no.
The
What
men
I'm
be
saying
hoes
is
too.
we're
That's why I
going
said it's
to
not the same context.
no. What I'm saying, I'm talking about decision making. See, these
That's your
women.
decision too to go put your dick in a hoe. Like that's like why are we going directly to it being a hoe? Why
No,
can't it
no.
be somebody that
I'm
you
looking.
date?
I'm looking at the principle of the decision that's
But why
made.
does your principal have to go automatically to the woman being a hoe and not the woman
Because
that you
because this conversation is going to fuck boys and niggas who ain't taking
No, it's
care of their
date? I
not.
kids.
disagree.
But you brought up the conversation, so we gotta stay with that because I just
I
think
don't
feel
think
like it's a personal decision to not be in your child's life,
Nah, what I'm saying is
regardless of the relationship with the woman, regardless of the reputation.
men are held to a more accountable thing when
we can
over
play the
women.
But
double
who's
standard
left with the
game all
children?
day,
The
but
women.
that
Personal.
double standard
How
game
y'all feel about that? It's a personal decision not to be in your child's life.
That's what I
Hmm.
that's
feel.
what we
You
talking about.
It's
If
a
actively
you
making a
if
choice.
you want your
decision
baby
every
But
mother
day.
it's
being
not
a
that.
hoe and
But
you
y'all
being a
know.
fucking
But we
and
all
taking
You
know.
want to be in your kids' life? If she ain't letting you be in their life, take her ass to
it's
court.
about
Plain
your
and simple.
kid. That's what we talking about.
That's easier said than done, and y'all know
No,
that.
it's not.
No,
It's
it's
easy to
not.
do.
Very,
Dutch, can I ask you a
Pay
question?
it's
them
very
boys,
easier
file
said
for
than
that
done.
custody, file for
Dutch,
that
you got
visitation,
kids?
and being your child right. Point blank
See,
period.
go ahead,
Dutch,
ask the
do you have
question.
kids?
Yes, I have three beautiful girls.
And
I
I'm
got to
you're
get
not,
cursing with the girls
and
too.
you're not
Yes,
on good
sir.
terms
Yes.
with your baby mamas.
Huh?
You're not on good terms with baby moms.
Nah, my ex-wife, me and her, we cool.
All your daughters are by your ex-wife.
Well, my oldest is my stepchild. She came in with a child,
Hallelujah. Thank you. I'm a stepchild, baby. Thank you.
and we have two, and I have two biological children.
But
Oh,
why was your automatic instinct to go straight to the situation being a man with a hoe? Like, why wouldn't it be just like
I'm gonna
this?
explain. I'm gonna explain. Men are held to a higher standard when it comes to our decision making. When
That's
we
fine,
make,
y'all men.
and
and
leaders.
that's what I'm saying. The thing is, okay, and then when we critique you on your decision making, being that we are men and we are held to a higher standard, you should eat that instead of saying, okay, it's 50-50. The thing is, when a woman is telling a
Mhm.
man, when a woman is telling a man, hey, you made that decision, you stuck your dick in her, and I agree. He did do that, and he has to take care of that responsibility. But what about the woman allowing this man who she most likely knew he wasn't shit? And we got a lot of that out here. Those red flags are always there. Y'all just put them in the back of your head
Just don't
and
say y'all
continue.
on that. None of
I'm
us is
talking.
Because
We
some
talking.
women
We're
feel like
talking.
they could fix
We're,
it.
we talking in general right now.
Some women feel like
But
they could fix it, and then a
and
lot
and
of men sometimes put on the facade in the beginning entirely.
See,
Sometimes
and that's always the scapegoat. I can
And
say, and
being
that's
ain't
why I
shit is a
say,
choice
and
too.
that's why I say, that's why I brought it to an extreme of fucking with a hoe, because I can sit up there and say, she didn't appear like that. I didn't see any whole things about her. I didn't see this, bruh. But Trey go still say, bruh, you should have seen that. You should have did, and
But
that's how that's how we're critiqued off of our decision making.
and I think people gotta start doing
Specifically.
that. People gotta start telling people what they should have known and what they should have done and all this.
And I
Like,
agree. I agree. We don't get that grace though, but women will get that grace of saying, "Oh, he was this in the first couple of months, and he was that. He changed
do you
up when
think
the
the grace
baby
is
came.
different
It's
from
always
somebody?
he changed up when the baby came, and it's
Do you
like,
think the
God
grace is
damn."
different from your man's knowing you fucking with a hoe versus a girl being known as a hoe? That's way worse. That's way detrimental. That's way
And
more.
it's and this dude
then
is
mind you,
is
women die
is
from
a piece of
childbirth,
shit.
so it's just like
You
It's
I
know
so
don't
this
know.
dude
I
is a
don't
different.
know if
piece of
that's
Knowing
shit.
way
the hoe
detrimental.
versus
accountability.
your man know you fuck the hoe. That's way
Why?
different. Fuck
But
you.
It's
why?
too
Why
many.
do the accountability
I
gotta
don't
go in
know.
one direction though?
It's the
Like,
double standard shit. We could play that
man,
shit
it don't. It don't
Nah.
gotta be
It's
like
not. It's
that.
not. It's not the totality of it. It's just the question was, who's the cause of something? There's a domino effect. Any dominoes you put up, you could put up a million dominoes. It's still that one
That's a very specific
that,
domino.
Yeah, and
yeah. It's
it
that
take two to
first one.
tango.
No,
But
yours
at the
is a
end of
very
the day,
specific domino. If we
if
talking
if you
general,
ain't if you don't give up the pussy and I take it, that's rape. You see what I'm
wait
saying?
a
Yeah. So
minute.
what happened to all? Well, hold, ladies. What happened to my body, my autonomy? Now that shit don't
Exactly.
exist no more.
See
That
Which
don't
it.
are
exist
we?
no
See
more.
Which
So
are
what
we?
you
see that
asking
my
that in the
body.
context
See
of
that my
Trey?
my body, my
Because
choice don't start with you
I just
having the
got on the
baby.
train and it dropped me off in somewhere else. I didn't buy the ticket to this place. Where are
Cause
we
y'all
going?
y'all will sign on to that my body, my
Thank you,
choice
Jazz. Because what?
when it comes to having the
Stop it.
baby.
Hold on,
But
time out.
you
Because now we going somewhere totally different, and I don't know which I'm talking about.
that's the root. The
No,
root
it's
is
not
it's
Dutch.
the root.
I'm about
Okay,
to bust
when
your
you
Trey,
ass.
ask
say
the question
when you
again.
say
What are we
okay,
talking
what does it
Oh,
mean? What
Simone
does
got
it mean?
dimples.
What
Trey,
does it mean? And when does it start? When y'all say my body, my choice?
about? Okay.
Trey, what was the question again?
Before I answer that, are we going there specifically, or we're leaving what we were just
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah, because
How
that's
we
the
got my
root.
body, my
That's the
choice.
root. What's the
yeah,
root?
because
It's y'all.
What
They
is the
y'all
root?
it
choice
kind of
too.
What is
it
the
kind of
root?
correlates though, y'all.
Not
What is
really.
the
You
root?
made it.
Where
You
does
making
the
You
it.
making
root?
it
We
correlate,
see
but it don't, it
You
don't, it don't,
Where
it
does
don't.
the root?
because what I
Okay,
Where
just
does
listen.
the
said is
root
My
of
body,
how
my
my
much.
body,
choice.
my choice? Where does
My
the
body,
root of
my
my
choice
Go
body,
ahead.
my?
means
Where
it's
does
my
it
body
start?
and I
That's
can do whatever I
feminism.
want to do with it.
Okay,
Nobody
it's
gets the choice. Nobody gets to
Listen,
say on what
this the
like
thing
you
about that my body, my choice shit,
it's
right? This the thing about that my body, my choice shit.
Just like it's
You
y'all dick and
damn
y'all
right
choice.
it's your body, your choice. But bitch, you also just chose to be a single parent. Cause you can't make that nigga have a baby. If he told you get an abortion, that's your baby.
you go,
Period.
girl. You
Sperm
go, girl.
donor.
And it's your choice
damn,
to
she got
lay
kids.
down with that nigga.
And the crowd goes
That's
wild.
It's your
Mm.
choice to lay down with him. It's your choice. That's your body, and that's your choice. So the root will be your
Let me show
decision.
you my kid, bitch. Thank you.
Your your
Mm.
the root will be
So
your
he
decision.
has sex with a woman,
But we can't make
become
babies
pregnant,
alone. We
and
can't
because
do it
he
alone.
don't want the baby, that's grounds to not care about the
If I
seed
was a
he
woman,
puts
if I
on.
was
We
a
ain't doing it by
woman,
ourselves.
if I was a woman, and this is where logic comes in with men. If I was a woman and this man told me he don't want my baby, don't want this baby,
It's out of
I'm
here.
definitely not having that baby.
Facts.
People don't
All he
understand.
got to do is
It's
say
easy
it.
for people to talk about abortion when you've never experienced it. You know what I mean? As a woman,
I
it's
get it.
like you.
No, the
It's
my
easy
body,
to
my
say
choice
go get
shit
rid
came
of a
from the
baby.
fact that
That's
they're
not an easy
abolishing
thing to do.
abortion.
That
Everybody
is
don't want
killing a
kids.
baby.
They're
Look,
That is
abolishing
killing a
abortion.
if
baby.
I
That's
was
where the
a,
my body, my choice came in.
That is
if I
killing
was
a
a
baby, bro.
woman, if I
I'll
was
never
a
agree.
That's
woman,
a key
like Bell
fact she just
said,
brought
if I
up.
was a woman, the moment he says he don't want it and I still have it, I made that decision that I'm going to be a single mother and I need
Yeah,
to eat
that's
that.
bullshit. A lot of niggas, y'all lack moral integrity and shit. Because
But
to say
that's
you don't
what,
want
like,
your own child is insane.
We
knowing
didn't
that
make
That's
the
what
women
baby
he
have the
says
alone.
choice
when
to
he says
make.
he doesn't want it,
You gotta
Sharice.
be
So
you
do
gotta
you
protect
then
Strap
yourself.
still
up,
have a baby with a man that lacks all of those things?
strap
Right.
up, and pull out.
It's
So
it's not about
How you gotta protect
it's not about who you it's about that child's life. And that's it.
let me tell you something.
That child
Strap
don't
up and pull
deserve
Yeah,
out.
Let
life.
me tell you
I'm with you.
something.
I'm on that
You
side.
know,
I'm
you know
just
what I
pushing
hear a
the
lot.
envelope.
You know what I hear a lot. A woman would tell a man, "I'm not gonna marry you. That's too much." But they will have the baby. They will have the baby, and
You
it's
hear
like,
women saying
Y'all
that?
so you
have sex
telling me,
without proposing to a
so you
bitch.
telling me, so you telling
You hear
me,
women saying
you
that? That's
was
what niggas
that
want to do.
hell no.
Niggas want to
A
get you pregnant
woman
and
will
have her.
tell a man, that's man. I don't know if I want to marry that guy, but
But that's
they'll have his
you in a different
baby.
age range than I. So
They'll have his baby, and the
Mhm.
thing is, it's like, okay, you telling me
Who the fuck?
you'll rather be stuck with this fuck boy nigga for 18 to 20. Matter of fact, the rest of your life, because that baby is going to be alive for the rest of your life. Instead of just going to marry him and then y'all could just get a divorce and you can be detached from this nigga.
that be older
Yeah.
women who they
Yeah.
feel like they shit about to dry up, that they just gotta have a kid and bullshit like that. That's not it's like
No,
Yeah.
it be the
you're going real
youngins.
super specific with
It
shit.
be
Like
the
we
youngins,
talking
man.
generally. Who
Bro,
Like,
when this
listen,
this the thing that I think niggas fail to realize about marriage, right?
that?
When you marry a bitch, you are entering into a contract to become one. All of yours is theirs, all of theirs is yours. You are a unit, right? The woman has to change her name. When she takes on your name, she got to go get a new social security card. She got to go get a new birth certificate. She got to go get a new motherfucking credit cards, fucking IDs and shit. She got to change her name at her job, on her payroll, on her health insurance.
At
And
Chick-fil-A.
Hey,
you
Bill.
just chilling, minding
Hey,
your
Bill.
motherfucking business. You just got a new shiny ring and a new bitch that can't never leave you
Hey,
until you sign
Bill.
the paper to say she can do so.
Guess
You
what?
feel
Guess
me?
what?
So
All
it's
that.
like you asking a woman to say cool. And another thing, just because a woman sees a good father in you doesn't mean that she sees a good life partner in you. And a lot of women these days, they go into having children with people and they don't think about the two-parent household and how that is the predominant, you know, factor. Sometimes women have kids and just be like, I don't have to be with a nigga to do it. Like, you feel me? And a lot of times those be the bitches that don't have no kids yet that think like that. You feel me? But it's just, it's life.
But everything you name with that marriage can be annulled, can be taken back. You can't take back the baby.
Man,
You know
I'm
what I
not about to
mean?
go do
Like,
all that shit again. It
so
took me 7 weeks to
I'll
change
rather,
my name.
You made a
I'll
great point.
rather get married and
I
then
had to
let
take
get
off work to go
divorced.
down there to them people's office and do
But
that shit.
you got to do a
I had
lot
to go
more
to the passport
with
office
a
again.
whole
That's where it
human
comes to
being.
the discernment of who you're messing with in the first place. That's
Facts,
all that
Exactly.
is.
Yeah,
facts.
that's what I'm saying. You
And I
made a
Everybody is
great
think,
not
point.
at fault.
It's
Everybody
like,
is not the same person that
Yeah.
everyone is dealt with. Everyone
is
does
that
not have the same
possible
character.
to be a good person to
And
make a
y'all know the
child
only
with, but
thing
not be a
constant
good
is
person to be
change,
with?
right?
Like, how is
Yes,
that even
like
possible?
sometimes shit
The
happens.
only thing constant is
Pray
change,
about it.
J5. You know, when you meet a person, you might be on the same level. And then 5 years later, you may have elevated to here. And this nigga might have took a step.
Hmm.
You feel me? So it's just like I may have saw in you something that didn't happen or that you couldn't achieve. You couldn't grow with me. When people don't grow together, it creates a level of
A lot of tension.
Disturbance.
it creates tension. Yeah, tension. You know,
And that goes back to that prompt he asked us about potential over peace. That
Literally,
exactly.
my last relationship was 4 years ago. I need to see you happy. I need to see you mad. I need to see you broke. I need to see you up. I need to see you in all seasons.
Mhm.
Dead ass, literally. I need to see you in all seasons. And that's just been my rule
But the
the
season
entire
when
damn
he's
time.
stagnant, we moving on.
Nah.
That we
But
gonna
see,
go through
that's the
all of them
thing.
good joints.
That's
So
the thing. That's the thing about women. We'll let a nigga be stagnant for 5 whole years before we give up on them. That shit don't happen overnight. We be done told you different ways. We done fixed your resume up. We done motherfucking, it done got to the point now we applying for the jobs for your stupid ass and you ain't going to the fucking interviews.
But like
We
we were saying
trying, bitch.
earlier,
We
Bill, boy,
trying. Trying to strangle your ass on the lawn, and your straggly ass is
The
straggling the
men
other
don't
way.
want the
And
good
now,
women.
am
They
I
don't.
now,
wrong?
now you over Shorty house, cause all the fuck she do is rub your back and tell you how lit you are, how much she love you. And now you're not coming home on time because your bitch needed you to grow.
she tried to
Men
yes,
cook
don't
it.
want
I
the
ain't gonna
good
lie.
women, and
cook
sometimes the women
Yeah,
their
don't
ass.
want
tried
the good
cooking.
men.
Better cook.
I got a rebuttal for that.
Oh God,
She said, "Oh
no, brother. Mute up. My bad.
God,
Y'all want to pussy?
You
go
know
ahead."
what's
But don't everything go right back into what he just said that you picked him?
exactly.
Huh?
Yeah,
Okay,
but that's
so now that
And if
now
we
that
constant
you
though,
say
and
bro.
if
that, now
we
that you say
People
that,
Not
change,
if
let me
nigga.
we
ask you this: Why do y'all niggas?
and
And
where did
since
you
there's so
pick them
many of you
from?
niggas, so many different types and walks of you niggas on this panel right now, let me ask the fuck you this: Why do y'all niggas like to present yourselves as whole other niggas in the beginning of a relationship? So you came to me telling me you gonna rub my back every night and oh baby you need to be cherished and loved and you should be this and I can't believe your last nigga did that. And then 3 weeks later, you started off on FaceTime with me every day, updating me about your day and shit, telling me what you got going on, what you doing tomorrow, what you ate for breakfast and
Let me
shit.
answer that.
Now I don't talk to you for 3 days at a time. No, fuck
Let
all
me
that,
answer
Dutch. You
that.
don't ask me shit. You gotta let me finish
No,
What
first,
no,
you
cause
you
come
I'm over
over here
here
for
absolutely
wasting my
making a
right.
time?
motherfucking
What did you
gourmet
come over here wasting my
souffle on
time?
your
I
ass, and
want
I
to
need
Eating
an
that
answer
answer.
your
gumbo.
question.
Why
I
did you
want to
come over
answer
here
your
wasting
question.
my time?
I
Literally,
want to
That
like why
part.
you
answer.
niggas
Why
come
did you
around?
disturb my soul if
I
you
want to
meant me
answer.
no
I want
good?
to answer your
What
question.
if low
And then
key
you
he
tell
wasted
me
his
I
time?
picked the nigga. No, I picked the nigga he told me he the fuck was.
I want to
What if you
answer
wasted
that
his
question.
time?
That's what I said. Work on those seasons. Mad,
Let
sad,
me tell
glad,
you. Let me tell
broke,
Look at her
you.
face.
up.
Let me tell you. I just told y'all I have three girls, right? And the reason why I say women's decision making is important is because what my girls are getting is me, right? They're getting their father letting them know about all of that shit that you just said, how to discern from that. See, they're getting it from a man that will tell them what a man will tell you and what type of man to look for, what type of intricate little things to look for through that facade. And I guarantee when you have a father that's there, that's telling the
Dutch,
girl
Dutch,
how to
Dutch,
discern
Dutch, Dutch.
through
Cut
the
his fucking
bullshit
mic,
that you
Trey
just
Five,
said.
because
I
I
I
got a
didn't ask
question
you
guarantee
on
that.
that, Dutch.
I
they
didn't
will
fucking ask
know
you that,
they
Dutch.
will
Dutch, I
know
got a
I
question
asked
for
you
you.
a
how
very
they will
specific
know how
question.
to pick
I
Dutch, I
asked
have
you
a
a
niggas
question.
a very
proper man.
specific question, and you
I
talking
got a
about
question,
your
Dutch.
babies. I
I got a
said,
question, Dutch.
I
why
use
do
them
y'all present
But
yourselves with a facade at the beginning when you
I'm gonna
first meet
follow
a
up with
woman?
that.
Why
because
do
they
you
don't
over
because they
No,
promise and
know because
Huh,
under?
they know
baby,
you
hold
don't
on.
know
I got
how
a
to
question for that.
discern
Dutch, I got a
it.
question for you. Do you feel like you changed yourself from who
So
you
it's
might
my
have been as
fault
a
that,
human?
that
Like,
the nigga.
like I feel like a lot of men get daughters, and I feel like it's not their karma in a sense, but it's just like, who were you before you had children? And that's what we used to
And
talk about too. We were talking about like the trauma thing,
and
and then
that's what
bring it onto your children.
we
You weren't
talked
here for
about
that.
that. We
You weren't
talked
here for
about
that
that on a couple
conversation.
of
Hold on,
shows
let me finish.
ago.
I
Um,
don't know if that's what's here for it. So I'm like running it back. So we were talking about the traumas that we've been through as children growing up and things like that, and then we have kids, like the trauma dumping and things like that. I was asking, now that you do have daughters and now you're able to instill that information within them, like were you a certain type of way before you ended up with daughters, and then you like elevated and your mental got stronger to protect them instead, and now you know how to treat a female, and you know you treat your daughters to a sense where a nigga don't even, yeah, don't need no nigga. Like, oh, I got my daddy, I got my father. You know what I'm saying? So who were you before that? And that's what we're getting at with that.
I was the nigga that Bells was talking about. Now, like you said, I elevated and I got a different mindset and I grew, you know? So why not give my
So what's the
daughters
advice that you can give for real, like literally, in a sense of, I don't know. You might can't even say it the way that you might talk to your daughters about things of that nature. But literally, it's women in here that don't have no kids, women that do have kids in here. So, it's still a 50-50 type of conversation. Everything is not pinpointed to just people directly having kids at all. So it's just like,
nah, I
literally,
think it's I
why
think
do
it's
men
for
do that and then finally want to chill out when they finally have something that they could like live for and be more in control all of a sudden? All of a sudden, when we were always there in the first place, irregardless, the women at least. Why did it take for that? Maybe, in a sense, not just pinpointing at you, but the men as well. Like, what did it? Why did it take for that to finally happen?
men have to grow. And that's unfortunate in our community because we should have fathers who should teach us these things at a young age.
Dutch,
See,
answer my motherfucking
Oh,
question, Dutch. Now, if you just told
I
me
was
that
in
you
it.
used to be the nigga I'm talking about, why can't you tell me why you did that?
the reason I
The
did
question
that,
is, why do niggas do that?
I was about to
and
Right?
say they
I
brother that
understand how you
perspective.
pivoted
I'm
from it. I understand
I'm
how you grew from it. And I understand how you are now trying to shape the next generation to pivot away from it. However, we talking about our generation. So my question is for the niggas that's unhealed, why the fuck do they do that?
because when we're
Because you
young,
are an anomaly. And I do know that you understand that.
I am. I think when we're young, as young black men, we're taught certain things by certain individuals around the hood, around the community about how to treat a woman. And we think that it's getting as much pussy as possible. At the end of the day, the first woman I had sex with, I couldn't tell her I was a virgin. If I would have told her I was a virgin, she probably would have laughed at me. You see what I'm saying? So I can't tell her that. So at the end of the day, we got freestyle of shit. Here what the uncles are telling us on the block. Here what the niggas is telling us on the block. We gotta build this facade so when we get 18, 19, 20, it's already in us. to lie, to make it seem like I'm something else because I can't just keep it real because I wasn't raised like that. But when we start getting into situations or getting married, or like in my case, I got married and I wasn't supposed to have been married. I just got married, but I didn't know what marriage was about. And I took that same mentality into that marriage. And the last 5 years of that marriage, I changed my mindset, but it was too late. You see what I'm saying? But now with my daughters, I can tell them about those different stages of when I was that fuck boy. So when they hear it from fuck boys, they may still make the mistake, but they still have the knowledge and the discernment to pivot. Most women don't even understand when a nigga is playing you.
We don't, because we have just a nurturing spirit, irregardless, in a sense. And I said this earlier, you weren't there, but it was just like working on kind of like projects. It's just like nurturing in the sense like I can see the potential in this person and this and the third. And sometimes it's like, okay, God, I started to look at it like this. Just because he moved on to somebody else, I had to understand, like, oh, why not me? Why is it not me? Fuck that. I feel like God just put me in the place where I was able to be that person for you and just go. And I was able to be there and help and, be better for the next person at this point. I'm not even about to bury myself as that fault, just go in a sense. It just sucks that who we invested our time in, you know, goes elsewhere and make it work with the next person. The whole time we were there first. Yeah, that was a trauma dump. I'm thinking for myself, but I feel like a lot of women might be able to relate to that. Maybe not the women in the chat, but women that whoever's listening, whoever's watching. It sucks that we sat there and wanted to just be there, and and then you went from your cocoon to a motherfucking butterfly. You went elsewhere to the next flower. That blows in a sense, but it's just like, yeah. That's why I was asking, like, why did it take for that? I don't have no kids. So I be telling guys, I be like, the way that you just treated me, imagine if a nigga treated your daughter like that and see how you like it. Block. Boom. Imagine if somebody treated your mother the way you just treated me. Block. I don't got time for that. That's effed up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So from one
I think,
perspective. So
I
I don't
think
want to try
when
to
you
get defensive of
personalize,
anything of that nature, but it's just like, it just depends on the person that you are pursuing. But at the same time, if God wanted you to have that person, you wouldn't even have to chase him and do any other fucking ass shit at all. What's for you is going to be for you. And that's it. That's all. Everybody was raised differently. Everybody was born differently. Like I said, learn these people in different seasons of them and don't rush into a fuck ass thing. Use protection, pull out, bitch, make sure you're not ovulating, whatever the case. Everything, whatever happened, already didn't happen. In everybody's life. At this point, yeah, F it. But move
let
on
me
from
ask
that.
you, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How old are you?
31.
31. You say you have no children.
No.
How did you manage that?
Protecting my peace due to the fact that I'm an only child and didn't have a father. I used to go out looking for love, and then when I used to get so heartbroken, I used to take it out on myself. It got to the point where I was like, damn, I woke up. I did a suicide mission before. Express that. A suicide mission once before. I was like, damn, I woke up. I have a purpose in a sense. And I had to talk to God, and he told me that's not for you to fix. I put you where you're supposed to be, and that was that. That was your assignment. Now go. And then I told God we have a password. So whenever my man comes around, then he's gonna say the password. Then I don't know. I'm way more precious than that. I would, of course, love to have a human around for sure. I'm not looking for nothing out of anybody besides protection, peace, laughter, travels, um, anything of that nature, anything that makes him happy, me happy. But I'm waiting. That's it. That's all.
If you don't mind me asking, and you don't gotta answer if you don't want to, have you ever been pregnant and had
No.
an abortion.
Mm-mm.
So let me ask you, you say you're in your 30s. How did you manage to not get pregnant?
Protection.
Where did
And I
that
would
come
literally,
from though?
no, I'm, of course, I've raw, that's happened. But I would reiterate that to the person that I'm about to do it with. I know my body, and when I clench and I feel like I can feel the throb get the hell out, like I push him off me. Like hell nah, you was about to do that.
So basically, you went through life understanding that, you know, that's something that is very precious for you, engage with another man and have a baby. You just didn't willy
Yes,
nilly just
yes,
have any man's baby.
yes.
Congratulations
So
to you,
so
and I
growing
commend
up,
you for that.
yeah, growing up,
Where did you get that mindset from, though? Like, how did
I'm
you
about to tell you.
discern certain things?
I'm about to say so. I hope I'm not too loud. My mother has she had she been married 3 times. I don't want that. I've been raped by two of them. I know.
Mm.
I I was telling the girls in here it was from my cousin and these two guys we went to school with. I got laced and raped from weed. I don't even smoke weed since 2014, 2015. Laced and raped, all type of stuff. Like no, my discernment is it's on point. I learned to not blame myself. I'm here for a purpose, and um, I don't know. I'm just different. That's all I can say. Literally, I can't say I'm perfect for a long shot. No, I get sad, I get mad, I get lonely. But guess who's here for me?
Hey
Mo, I just knew
man,
you was about
look,
to grab a puppy or a cat. God damn, I just knew it was a puppy
and
or a cat.
we talk about my daughters, right?
Oh yeah, and then my emotional support doggy.
And the
Don't
thing
mind that. That's
is,
donate. That's donation clothes. I'm
she
donating
got
those.
she got to the mindset that I want my daughters to get to, but she got there in the most fucked up traumatic way. The thing is, man, I want my daughters to have that same discernment. I want my daughters to understand that they can make mistakes. They can do, they're going to make mistakes. They're going to do stupid shit, but I need them to understand that when you give your body to a man, that's your decision. That is your decision. And on top of that, if you decide to have this man's baby, that's a lifelong decision that you're going to
And
have to deal with.
and also explain to them that just because he probably doesn't want the baby or wants to be with you, don't do it out of spite. Don't have that child out of spite. Because a lot of women move
Exactly.
like that.
I definitely instilled that in them.
A lot of women move like that, and that's what's irritating. And it just make it harder for the girls that's actually on a P's and Q's for real. And that's why I said it just stems from everybody's fucking discernment on who they decide to lay down with. And it's just like the girls get looked over and everybody just do what they do with whoever else to take advantage of. Even with women too. Like females have fucked up a lot of guys' mental. And it just be like, bruh, I came across a bomb ass nigga and he hurt from the last bitch that did some wild shit. It's just like,
Mm,
God damn it.
mm,
So it's like everybody want what they I don't want to say it like that. Everybody want what they can't have, or it's just like I don't know. Everybody just trauma fucked. Literally, everyone's trauma fucked, and that's why I'm still sitting here, 31, no kids. My mom was like, "Shit, I could rent the basement out of on Wednesday." She was like, "Don't go nowhere yet, for real." I just had my own place in Hampton, Virginia. I just moved back home for a second, had my own shit just to see what it feels like by myself. Whatever. No nigga involved at all. Just to see what it felt like. It get lonely sometimes, of course, but yeah, I'm not that bored. I'm not that bored. I'm fucking scared of people, and that's fucked up. So how do people get over that at this big ass age? Like when it comes to dates, right? How do y'all feel about dates, the males? How y'all feel about when it comes to like dates, like when you want to get to know a person? Cause me, I like extracurricular activities. I like bowling. I want to go roller skating. I can't skate for shit, but I would go. Like, what would y'all like to do instead to get to know that person?
I'm an
I,
activity type of person too.
I'm
Let's
a
go bowling. Let's go shoot pool. Let's go play mini golf. Shit like that.
I'm
Cause
a
everybody want to go to the bar. Everybody want to go out to eat. Everybody want to do the. Yeah,
No,
no.
yeah, like I said, I do got a place. My mom and my uncle, we just opened up a pool hall in Waldorf,
Oh,
and I was
pool
just like,
hall.
yeah,
What that's at?
world class billiards. That's in
Yeah, I like
Waldorf.
I
It's
like doing I
you ever
like
heard of
doing
society,
activities. I like doing
society
activities
and
because
Tinderbox?
you see how people react to certain things. Like I took my woman our first date was I took her axe throwing down on off of New York
New York
Avenue.
Avenue. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
took her
Throw
axe
down. Throw
throwing.
social.
those
Yep,
socials.
and that shows you you can really see how people respond to things that don't go their way. If the
Yeah,
action,
competitiveness,
you
and
can see how they are. You know what I mean?
that's
And
my favorite.
and plus, I'm a conversationalist. You know what I'm saying? So
That's why I
I'm
like
all about
pool.
yeah,
So you could
pool.
get pool is something where you can have a conversation. Like you know what
Yep,
I'm saying. As long as the
yep,
And
music
take
ain't too
lead
loud.
and listen.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Why the first date can't they just sit in the house watching Sanford or something?
Watching who? Save for the sun. You
Definitely
stupid as shit.
oh, good times. I'm a good times man.
Good times was good until JJ Daddy died.
Yeah, man, they fucked up with James, man. But no, I think social media has fucked up our sense of
Everybody want instant
dating.
gratification.
Yeah, man, this shit is crazy.
This shit
Like
is a marathon, bro. It's not a sprint.
for real.
And a
And
lot of
that's
things
what
that blows is just like a lot of people go on there looking for validation in a sense. Like I use social media for even Trey knows this, for business literally and to socialize. It's social media. You're supposed to talk to people. If I had a boyfriend, I don't give a fuck if he like a bad bitch. I'ma like the bitch too at the same time. Like, oh, put her on her video. Like, hit her up. Matter of fact, I hit her up. Like, just I don't know. I don't know. People just different. It's just dumb. It's just stupid.
this place might
You
got too
sure
many
about
pool
that?
tables for me.
Shit,
You
y'all be
gonna hit
safe,
up
bro.
girls on
I
the
gotta
ground
get up
for your
at 5.
man?
Love, baby.
Yeah, boom. You gotta get up at like 5.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
She's saying
yeah,
you.
me
She's
too.
saying you gonna search, scour, and scout women on the ground for your man.
Huh?
That's
That could be the reason why you keep running into fuck niggas.
Tracy,
Ooh.
oh yeah.
Oh.
Whoever searching for women on the ground for they nigga. That's why you keep running into fuck niggas.
I mean, it's a gift and a curse with that. You
That shit is
know,
a curse.
if you if you have a solid chick and she like chicks, and you know,
No, no,
I do
no.
not subscribe to that theory. You don't even subscribe to it for real, bro. You laughing at the shit while you saying this shit.
You would not like that. If you caught your woman in there on some stuff with another woman. You
Shit.
would
let's
not
but
like
let's talk
All
about
y'all
that.
freaky people be
Like I
outside
said, my
and y'all
shit
be
be
trying to
business.
meet
Trey
each
know
other.
that. Like,
I
I need
can't
a bitch
I
in a
can't
music video. I need a
I
bitch
think
in something like extra actress, anything.
I think I
I done did
wouldn't
it before.
mind if my woman like women. I can't first I can't compete with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like a woman can't compete with me. But if she like
There
women,
you go.
I think it goes
There you
wrong when people start catching feelings
I'm about to say,
for
it will
Now,
always go
overstepping
wrong.
boundaries.
Let's
like
be clear.
yeah,
It'll always go wrong.
you gotta set them boundaries, man.
Overstepping boundaries. Like, no, I'm
Dude
not
that I
giving you a
love,
threesome.
I
I
ain't
need that to
doing it.
myself unless I want it, like my birthday. That's it.
I'm
That's
not
fine.
watching the man that I love do something with somebody else in my face. No.
And it's levels to
That's
it.
insane.
Okay, me and my
Only
woman,
on my birthday.
we found out we both are voyagers. Like I like watching shit, right? But I don't want to, like
Yeah.
so we went to a little joint in New Jersey where it was like this little club where a lot of freaky shit go on.
A
Now you
swingers party?
Nah, not a swingers joint.
Oh, okay,
It
okay.
was it was like a social club, but
A
you
social
can
freak dick.
it, it's a little. You can go into certain rooms and watch shit, or you can participate. You can just chill,
Oh, so y'all was some
and
eyes wide shut type of shit.
I'm a type of
I
person
want to
that
go to one when I go to Florida.
I like watching shit, but I don't want I don't want my girl fucking with no dude, and I'm sure she don't want me fucking with no other woman. So we're voyeurs, like that's what we do. Like I like watching that shit. You know what I'm saying? And the boundary was that. That's the level. I don't want to go all the way. Now you can if you want to go, but that's dangerous when you open that can of worms
The
because you
exhibitionist
gonna
can
get
is
You
your
crazy.
saying who can? You leaving that door open for her?
no. I'm saying in
He said
general,
other couples.
you can,
But are you
but you
not
gotta
cracking
be
the door?
careful because
Saying that if
if
you open up another entity into y'all sex,
yeah, because
But is that not
we
cracking the door?
figured out we like doing the same thing. We like watching. I don't now if now just say for instance, I like swinging. That's what I like doing. And I present that to her. And she necessarily not comfortable with it, but do it cuz I like it, right? That's where she
Wait,
made the mistake.
wait.
She
Swinging is different than exhibitionist.
it is.
And voyeurs are the opposite of voyeurs are the ones who like to watch. The exhibitionists are the ones that like to do it in front of other
that's what
people.
I'm saying.
But
Like if
swinging is when you switching your partner with another.
that's what I'm saying. If
That's three different.
say I
Them
like
niggas is
that though.
educated.
If she uh, if she sign on to that, not understanding what that entails,
Uh,
and we do it, and
She just
now
trying to make you
after,
happy.
yeah, never do shit to make motherfuckers happy. See, when me and
that's
my
a
girl got
bad thing.
together, we understood that we like the voyeurism, right,
All
of
right.
the shit.
Hmm.
I
I hate to give you
and
pushback, brother, but how do you and how do she know that one of y'all are really not the Voyager?
The voyeur.
Oh yeah, because I don't want to butcher it.
That's a good question. That's a good question. And that's why you gotta have strong communication, my brother. You gotta have intimacy, not just sex. You gotta talk. And that's where discernment comes in at too. At the end of the day, I know how to read women. I know how to read people. So at when I'm talking to somebody and I'm in a deep conversation, and before we even did that, we didn't just jump into it. We have conversations and we look at boundaries. We look at and we fell into that knowing that we like voyeurism. It wasn't just like, ooh, I like this, ooh, I like it too. It was just certain things that we talk about, and I'm like, oh, you like that shit? You know,
I used to
like
like
you
watch
like that
porn
Now,
shit?
with
for the
my person.
educated panelists, how do y'all come into that type of world?
How do you
Look,
what?
How do y'all get
this
educated in that world?
it
Like,
happened. It happened for me.
I can
It
tell
was
you how it happened for
last
me.
it was last Valentine's Day. We got the little play cards and shit, and we were just saying shit and reading the joints, and it was asking questions. And certain questions were like, "Okay, do you like this? Do you like that?" And I'll answer it, and she'll answer, and I'll be like, "Oh, you like that? Yeah, I like watching that type shit." And I'm like, "Well, I like watching that type shit too." And it just built from there. So at the end of the day, it's like, and we was just playing around on the little club joint one day, and then she just looked it up and we found one and we went to that joint, and it was a beautiful thing because we doing what we both enjoy doing, and we talked about if we wanted more stuff to happen or whatever, and I
and
said
this is
I
both
it's
y'all
both,
watching
man.
both people.
That's my favorite thing to do. I would watch porn
it's
with my
it's
person
it's
just to
it's
like
like he
see.
said, exhibitionist, like
Are the
you
people
can
who
go
are
in there.
having, or the people that are having the act of sex,
Yeah,
They're watching the
or oral
exhibitionists.
sex or whatever, whatever. The
yeah.
The
voyeur is the
voyeurs
one
watch
who's
the
standing there on the
exhibitionists.
other side of the job. So look, Lindsay took me to a party twice back 20 fucking years ago, Baltimore, house jump.
Yeah,
All
porn.
kind of shit was going on in there. And then, I was dealing with a white girl at one point, and like he said, the open communication. She would say certain shit. I'd be like, I ain't never tried no shit like that. And she's used to talk about like sex in the field, like in the grass and shit, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, people can walk by that shit the time of day you talking about. Like, well, I mean, if they want to watch, then I was like, oh, so what the fuck is that called? I was like, it's a name for that. And she was the one that got me hip to the exhibition and shit. So that's when I figured out, okay, so the shit that I went to with Linty, it was three different levels of shit going on. It was the people doing it.
Yeah.
They wanted the people to watch them. It was the people switching partners.
Yeah.
It was the people watching specifically there just to watch type shit. You know what I'm saying? And they had different levels of it. It was like a
Different levels.
four level house that we was at, like a four
It's too
But
level
much
Dutch,
jump.
bullshit
Dutch,
going on for me,
yeah,
y'all. That sounds
Dutch,
like a
Dutch,
lot.
you said in February you and your girl discovered each other, but when did you discover it? Because like he said, he gave a when he
Oh
discovered it. When did
nah,
you
I
discover
always I always like watching shit, man. Like I'm a voyeur to the fucking fullest. You know what I mean? Like I like
it?
watching crazy shit. I
So
like
it sounds
watching.
like you like porn and he got groomed.
Nah, it ain't just porn. It's like if you
Now the
walking
voyeur
down
is
the
the one who
street.
like to watch the live action. So if it's porn, then you the person on set
How do you
watching. You the
get to
people.
being a voyeur? Like you gotta probably
Oh,
watch or you sneaking in
Because
watching your parents. Like what the how else we
this
get
this
there?
is
Go
this
you
ahead.
you done walked in on
when I
something.
thought about it,
You must have walked in on
back in
something.
the day, it came down to this, young, and I can only bring it back to this moment, right?
Right.
I used to run away for like a night, right? When we lived on Trinidad, right? And one day I ran away, but I went up on the school roof and I just was chilling there and shit. And I was probably like 12, yeah. And I'm up there chilling. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I'm up there and then I hear something down on the ground and shit on the field.
In the
So I
alley. Oh,
yeah,
in the field.
so I peek over the Joan and shit. It's this dude and this woman. They looking like they
Smashing.
trying to find the spot, and they don't
Oh,
know I'm up there though. And that's the voyeurism thing. Like you don't
yeah.
want to be seen watching. It's just you just
I got
Right.
I got a
like
story with
That's
watching,
that too. I
bruh,
went to the Dominican
bruh.
Republic.
Dude, she bent
Oh,
over on
right.
the little pole. She bent over, and she had a fat. I mean that joint was nice, right? So, dude, he looking around and he just started hitting that joint. And I'm up there like, they don't even know I'm here. But I'ma just chill. And he popping that joint, right? So I'm like, damn. And then I had like my foot
excited.
had scratched the joint and he looked up, I looked back, and the nigga just was like, let's get the fuck out of here. And ever since then, I think that was a start for me and shit. Just
Ever since
watching.
then,
With my
you've been trying to
with
catch a
mine
sneak
with
peek
that
all the time.
Yeah. Like and
with
I'm not like a creepy nigga that be looking at people
I was about to
windows.
say it sounded a little
Nah, nah,
creepy.
nah. It's different. It's
I
different. It's
mean he a
Nah,
different.
kid.
I'm
it's
sorry.
like
You a
when
Yeah,
you
kid.
come up on some
uh,
shit you
At
didn't
12,
expect.
at
He
12,
a
you
badass man.
understand at 12 that it's gonna sound creepy, but like
no,
once
I
you
went to
once you
Dominican Republic.
okay, yeah, my bad. Go ahead. You've been trying to talk for a second.
Yeah, go
Yeah, no,
ahead.
I got the same type story. So I went to Dominican Republic, and the resort that me and my cousin Mackenzie we was at, we got the same. Well, her birthday April 10th, mine's April 11th. We went to Dominican Republic. We did not know it was a new beach right next to us. But me and her as kids, I don't know, we said something about it. You know, how, like when you like young, the cousins shit, like that type of shit. But yeah, we're her. But it was an entire new beach. Like people was playing what is it when you go across the table and hitting the ball?
Ping pong.
Whatever they was doing that
The beer pong.
butterball, and they butterball, not beer
Hold up.
pong.
What is all these
Oh, you mean when you hitting the ball with the paddle?
Ping
Yeah, yeah,
pong.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's ping pong. My bad. I
Butterball,
heard
it. But
something
mind
else.
you, on the other side of the pool, it's a bar, and in the pool, pizza bar, all type of shit. So we swimming, we cooling on this side of the bar, and then we got the swimming. We look up, bitch, pussy out, reading the butt, dick swinging all over. It was like, huh? Hmm. And then I used to watch the movie Euro Trip, and then that's when I was like, oh my god, I think I kind of like watching people be naked and do stuff. It was odd. It depends.
Hold on, wait. So
So
It don't mean that I would
hold
do it
on.
my
Y'all was at
personally.
a nude beach and they didn't tell y'all they didn't tell y'all when y'all was there, like, look, you
yeah,
got
she
clothes
No,
on. You
didn't
need to take
know.
that shit the fuck off. This
absolutely
not you
not.
know they ain't tell y'all
Because
that?
we had to walk past a new beach to go, because we started we rode
Oh,
horses or
so
whatever
y'all
on
walked
the beach,
past the
but we had
nude
to go
beach to
past
go
our.
somewhere else.
This is our resort. This is the new beach. These the horses that we were trying to get on to go right on the beach. It was just
Okay,
like,
so y'all went through as opposed to stopping at it. Because
well, I mean, we was
I
there
thought you
for
mentioned a
we were
bar
there
or
for
something.
5 days, so we saw nothing but naked people every day. But I was just like, wow. She reading the book with her legs on. I'm just like, she had a pretty face. My cousin was like,
And it's
stop
the
staring.
it's the see and for me it's like I don't like go I ain't the type of person that go out looking for it. What it
It just
is
happened.
it's yeah, it's the unexpected thing, right? And say like at the club, that's more inviting for that, right? So you don't have to fall into it. But on
A
the
lot of girls be
regular, it ain't like watching porn
free
because
balling.
you can search what you want on porn and watch it. My shit is like I'm driving and I look over and somebody fucking in the field like whoa. So I probably look at that shit like this shit really happening. This is some surreal shit. And that's the I guess that's the enticing thing about it is
The
the
thrill.
person they're just doing it. They think they not getting watched, but I see you. You know what I'm saying? Like I see you.
It's a thrill. Like that's almost like
And
fucking in
look, I ain't
public, like
jerking
being in the
off
back of
on it or
somebody's car or
nothing.
something. No
It's
one's gonna
just
see you again. That's the thrill.
exactly.
Trey, did you have any other questions with this fucking interview? Because we just took the
Yeah,
fuck
because
over.
Trey he look amazed over there. Like, what the fuck
Y'all
is going on?
niggas, y'all peep a crew of
I feel
peeping
like we kind
toms,
of did
man.
get to the point of things. I think
I'm
I
I
with
can
don't
you.
think
say
I
speak for
don't consider
myself.
myself a peeping tom.
That's what
It's
it
peeping
is.
Oh,
tom.
that,
No.
Okay,
no,
bet.
Dutch,
Sharice,
no,
I'm gonna tell
Dutch,
somebody
you the
with me.
difference.
Dutch,
Sharice.
you
I'm
be
gonna tell
quiet.
you the difference
Dutch, you
between
be
that
quiet.
and a peeping tom. A peeping
Dutch,
tom is a person who
take
goes
some
out
melatonin.
and look for that shit, and he hides or try to manipulate a situation.
So
Like
you say
he
you
But
got
got
a
accidentally
camera.
run
Like
into it.
I wouldn't put a camera in a woman's bathroom to watch her. Like that. That's just
No,
some
no, no,
extra
no.
shit.
but you
Nah,
did say a
that's not a
part.
part
You
of the
said,
voyeur though.
but that's what he said. He said a part of void,
It
whatever.
could,
My bad. I'm butchering the
Voyeur.
word.
Voyeurism.
Is them not knowing.
Right.
No,
So I was
but
like, oh, okay.
but but the other part of
Part
that
of
is you
exhibitionist.
come upon it. You come upon this shit. See, they're
voyeurism.
doing
That's in
it.
my tab.
Look, they're doing it.
You're not setting it up so that
Yeah,
you get to see this sexual act happen.
they're doing it because they get off on almost getting caught. So that's why they're doing it. They
It's not
think
like
no
you're doing it yourself, but it's like the thrill of it in a
right.
sense.
You just come upon some shit, and I'm like, what? And it's in the nature of me on top of that roof when I was just chilling.
Trey is not with this shit.
That shit
Would,
came.
would
That's
look,
why I
would
said,
y'all
That
hold
all,
on.
shit
would y'all
came to
all, y'all
me.
all would do this with y'all partners?
Oh, I'm not with that at all. I wish the fuck nigga don't
I'm
breathe.
not watching. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not
I
about to
did it
be with
on a
my girl
football field
watching
before.
somebody get piped out.
I watched that shit.
They get the sweating and touching the screen. Hey, look, bitch, we gotta go. Like
It was
you want
certain
some fuck?
rooms in that
Like
joint
fuck going
where
on here,
it was
dog?
certain rooms in there where the couples and
Does we laugh?
it's all
Write that
like
down. You gotta go write that
voluntarily.
down.
Like they don't make you do shit. Like you
You
can
need
go in
a
that room
you need a
and
diary.
have sex with your girl or your dude, and there's a camera in there, right? But outside of the room, it's a monitor with motherfuckers is just watching this shit.
Why?
I
It's
just
it's
think
so messed up.
voyeurism shouldn't be the word
I
that
think
y'all
to the root
use.
of all this
It should
is
be
What
something
should be
else.
the
being
word?
comfortable with your partner.
I
Yeah,
think
you
it's
got
Knowing
Because
your
when
Why
I'm
should it
partner
be?
looking it
Hold on,
up,
is
wait.
your
Why should it
know
be?
if you're
Why should
supposed
it
to
be
be with
something
that person.
else?
because when I'm looking it up, it says voyeurism involves becoming sexually aroused by watching an unsuspecting person who is disrobing naked or engaged in sexual activity. So I think that y'all should just use a different word for is on
No,
the
that
No,
can
so here's
that
the
can
thing. So
apply.
so he,
Reese,
I
they're
think
getting aroused. Reese, they're
here's
getting
what you
aroused.
might here's what you might be missing.
but it say
He about
unsuspecting.
he about to explain it.
Here's what you might be missing, right?
Okay.
He did say that they watch and then they could go do what they think after, right? That's one thing. But
Mm-hmm.
voyeurism is not always specifically just sexual arousal through watching
Right,
the shit. You could just get excited by it. You know what I'm saying? You're not always like you're not right there trying to bust a nut because it
right,
happened.
right. I
Now there
didn't
are some levels of it where people
exactly.
do get super sexually aroused to the point where they want to bust a nut while they watching the shit.
Okay.
And I think that's where you probably may be thinking it is
What's
like, are
different?
you sitting there getting off to it while you watching it? Where it's like, no, it's like you just watching it and it's like, oh, this shit
Just
is
for your viewing
exciting.
pleasure.
Yeah, it's just a
It's
viewing pleasure.
Okay.
it's
I just
just
want to be clear. That's all.
it's the
Cause
same. Okay, let me put it like this. It's the same feeling you get when you driving down a road and you see the advertisement for a carnival, the bearded lady. It's like, what the fuck, a bearded lady? Let me pull over and see this shit. You know what I'm saying? Or just watching some crazy
What is
ass
that?
shit.
You no, this nigga,
but I can
hell
just
no.
watch
What?
clean.
No, no. Watching somebody get their cheeks clapped is not the same as watching a
Why is
billboard
she
of Universal Soul Circus.
nigga?
Come on.
No, I was saying it's the
I'm
same.
trying to
It's the,
understand it. That's all.
I was trying to get her in the mind frame by using something like that. The thing
Nobody
is,
put it over
I
the
don't, I don't like. We wasn't in there. I wasn't jerking off to her. She wasn't playing with a pussy to. The thing was, it's one of them things where if I like something and my partner likes something and it's mutual and we go and do that thing and it's like, damn, we just seen some crazy shit. You know what I mean? And sometimes it can help you, get in the mind frame of, hey, I'm
Get
about to
that sexual attention on too. Literally, I'd
go
rather
home
be
and do
comfortable with
that
my
Listen
shit.
to
partner.
you.
Or
Okay.
maybe y'all just hypersexual and y'all just trying to think of naming all these different labels. Y'all experiences growing up,
At
you know what
least
I'm saying?
together.
He said,
Sexualized y'all earlier than normal kids, and this is the residual effect.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's
That I think that's how all of it. I think that's how we all develop our sexual
yeah. What's the
appetites
word? Yeah, appetite. That's a perfect word. That's a perfect word. Yeah.
or
Yeah. Because I was trying
proclivities.
to understand it.
I
Because
was looking
I
for
never, wait, I
proclivities.
never said necessarily that I was a voyeur or into
Proclivity
any
too.
of that for your previous comment. I just said I know about it.
oh yeah. Oh no,
Oh,
you good.
I'm a straight up voyeur.
No, I understand that's I would be more of the exhibitionist than the voyeur or the swinger.
Now I could do the exhibitionist
Oh, boy.
if I had a partner who would want to do that, but my partner she wouldn't do that. But I would be I wouldn't mind somebody watching me smack some cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all started at a card game, bro.
Do that.
Then y'all end up
Mm.
in Jersey.
Yeah, but
Shady
it
things
ended with
possible.
that. I've told her, I said, look, I wouldn't mind, doing that shit and somebody watching, but she
Ah,
don't but that's not what she want to do. Now
good. Bless her.
the thing is, she did right. What if she would have just did it because I wanted to do it, and then afterwards, she would have it would have fucked her head up,
She would have
and
had
I
like buyer's remorse from the
right,
Or maybe
bruh.
situation.
she would
First
have
of all,
came.
you wait y'all had sex outside
And I
around a
would have
bunch of
knew I
mosquitoes
wouldn't
buzzing
allow
around
her
you.
to
What?
do it because
No.
I would have discerned I would have knew if she was doing it just for me, huh? Just like if
I
I
want
would have
to
came to
know
her
Got to,
with the
Nash.
voyeur shit
exactly what the
and
nigga
she ain't
Diddy
fuck
was
with
doing, and
that,
everybody calling
I
Diddy gay.
wouldn't have explored the voyeur shit with her.
That's
Mm-mm.
we all know Diddy in jail for all the shit he was doing. And we look, I don't know how close attention y'all paid to it, but
See,
that's what he
Diddy
was doing.
curated
Everybody
this
said
shit.
Diddy was gay.
Diddy curated this shit. And
I'm just saying.
he
I just
picked
think
Get
Diddy
these
was
around.
just being a
dudes.
freaky ass nigga.
See, I won't I don't want to do nothing like that. He
This
curated
this a slippery slope,
this
family.
this nigga curated his own shit, and that ain't voyeurism. That's more of you
Shit.
wanted to be
I
a
mean, if you really
director
look
of a
at the
He
thing,
was
porno.
getting off on watching. Yeah, that's kind of.
on a watching, ain't that the
He
ain't
Yeah, it's
nah,
kind of.
he wanted no, he wanted to be a
That was
director of a
domination.
porno. This dude was making pornos, huh? He wanted to
We ain't seen
direct
them
porno.
pornos.
at that most of the
But
people
look, guys,
Allegedly,
but if
let's
we
start
look at
allegedly, we
doing.
the
ain't seen
level,
none.
most of the people testified to him being in the corner watching them and Shorty get it on.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
That's what
So
that's
that's
Multiple
what
not a
people.
um
voyeur because that's
that's
he's
what
not secretly watching.
Okay,
that's what
so
I
heard. Okay, so a boy
Okay,
is
He just a freaky ass nigga.
that's
He a
even
69
worse.
guy.
That's not saying it secretly.
But
That
how? But
that
how,
he
sounds
but
wanted to
creepy to
create
me.
his own fantasy. That's
look,
what
that's what I'm
Diddy
saying.
wanted to do.
Even if y'all put it in the premise of it's in a club, y'all behind the tenant window, so it's like secretly, but the people know they're being watched, so maybe they're not
Nah,
Right,
gonna
but they don't know
say
nah.
they
who's
don't
In the
know.
watching.
club,
They know
That's
y'all
what I don't think
moving.
hold up.
voyeur
In the
is.
club,
Yeah.
in the club scene, see, we went there to see if that I will still look at it the same, and I did.
That's
The
freaky.
thing is,
what
then
y'all get off on is more about the not about the exactly who you looking at, but the actual action of it, like your person being somebody being enamored by your person. Is that what it is?
say that again.
No, them being enamored by another couple doing something or other
Like you
people
seeing
doing
your
something.
person out, like so you avoid it. You like to see your person with somebody, just
No,
like
hell
they
No,
are.
no, no, no,
they
no,
like to
no,
watch
No,
no,
together.
that's
no.
swinger. That's a
They
That's
want to
swinger
watch
swinging.
together.
Okay, so
or
that's
some
what I'm
other
That's
shit.
saying.
swinging.
I thought
We
that meant like
just
just like to watch them like flirt around and little shit like that. So what am I
Yeah,
missing?
they want to watch sexual activities together. They both like it with each other.
yeah,
It's
Doing
I
that
yeah,
they
both
it
want to
they,
watch
that's
other
them
people.
going to the movies basically. You
yeah.
go to the movies
Basically,
with your little
Real
boo
life
thing
You got
porn
right.
and
So
you
behind the curtain.
watch a movie.
like
But
I
they
don't
you know
want
what I'm
no
saying?
swinger is
dude.
that a
I
swinger
don't
is
want no
someone who like to watch
dude.
their person go and
You don't
then
want to see
Yeah,
his girl getting hit
yeah.
by
I don't want to see my girl get smashed by another dude. Like
okay,
it's
thank you.
Nah,
That's why
hell
I brought
no.
the
yeah, that's
definition
not
up.
that.
No,
Yeah,
no real nigga want to see that.
oh,
That's why I brought the
but
definition up because I was confused by that. Okay.
but
that's how
the
I
thing
feel too.
is,
And I don't want to see
in
my man.
that club
Sorry.
atmosphere, all of that is going on.
Hmm.
So it's like you got dudes that like seeing their girls get smashed, and you got women who like watching their dudes smash a chick. But
Nope.
Right.
I'm back watching all of this shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Okay.
I'm
That makes
just
more sense.
watching.
That's why
All
I
that's diabolical.
was a little weird on the other
I'm more like, look at that. Oh shit, look what the fuck they doing over there. Oh my god, what the
but
You
fuck?
can't
okay,
just
time
watch
out.
a regular porno though. You gotta see it in person.
You
Like you
Nah,
gotta
it's
be live.
different.
It gotta be a living
See,
color
see,
HD.
see, when you're watching a porn, most of the time you're
That's the
watching a
exciting
porn,
part of it.
That's how it starts.
you're trying to bust a nut from a visual, and you
Okay.
need that. See, when you go to the club or you just or out on the street and some shit pop in your face like that, it's like
What do you
it's
know,
not
bro?
that I'm trying to bust a nut. It's just the visual of something being done in front of me that's abnormal in a regular situation. So
So
it's
you're
more on
gratified by seeing it visually, just like
Yeah,
not
like
not
a
to
yeah,
live show.
grab yourself or
it's
The
anything.
just the visual.
live show is more intriguing than
I see.
like the
But how about
pre-recorded. Because
but
the
It's
but
more
but
like
but
pre-recorded,
ain't we presuming everybody that watch porn is trying to do it for a nut? Like I would, in my opinion, I would
now
think
I
people
said
that
most people do
I don't
watch
watch
Some
porn.
porn
people need to
for
I
watch
would
porn and
think,
learn how to have sex. That's a whole other subject.
yeah, I would think voyeurs be people that do a lot of production and like sex work. Because I'm like, what about the people that sit back and actually don't want to partake? Maybe not even want to be at the live joint, but they like judging. You know, they got porn awards and shit. What was they voyeurs and they actually not even trying to get a nut, but they like sitting on the
voyeur.
couch with a bunch of people and
Take that G
watching
out of it.
I'm not
I
saying
think
voyeur.
it's
I think
more
people just
Yeah.
want to know what they
I
kinks are
think
for real, for
I
real.
think for me, sometimes you can be there. Now I only went there one time. We're gonna go back. We got a membership. You gotta have a membership. But at the end of the day,
Yeah, them shit's like secret societies.
How
you
much is the
can't
membership?
the membership cheap too. You know what I'm saying? But you have to like,
Probably like
Show up.
125.
yeah,
Really?
it's
That's it.
around that. But you
You
getting a
can
lot
just
of
have it
people
in
who
that.
doing it. See,
Yeah.
the thing is, also you can look at that and be
You
like,
know what's crazy? People
damn,
will pay you to watch
when I
them.
get home, I'm gonna do that to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can
But
learn
I'm
new
but I'm gonna
rules.
change it
It's
up. I'm gonna
treating
put the
like
leg
it's
the other way
I
But
would,
that's
instead of
but
the
that's
way it
still
yeah.
was.
that's still doing it to try to get a
N-
you prepping
Uh,
up. Come on, brother, you prepping up. That's a
nah, it's
pregame.
like
It's
it's
you
pro.
still it is a sexual pleasure in watching it, right?
Yeah,
But it's
How?
not it's not like it listen, it's not like the instant gratification
it's
like
not instant
social media.
gratification.
It's like
Like
when
you
you
just go
It's
when
to
you
a
like the
strip
scroll
build
through
up.
But
your
it's
It's like a
still
build
but
up.
it's still gratification.
It's
like
sort
no,
of
It's
but
like
no,
yes,
it's
when you
yes.
probably
scroll through,
So if
you
we
trying to figure out
it's
like what's
probably a
getting you
form
up.
of foreplay.
Or
It's probably a form of foreplay.
you finding your kink.
I
That's
think
it.
that's probably a more accurate description of it than like for the ones that just don't understand.
It's
You
All
a
right,
form
just
I got
finding
one
your
more
of
kink.
question about exhibitionists. If I,
You
all
just
right,
finding your kink.
how do exhibitionists get off? If they don't
eh,
want performing, what is it for them?
they like getting
People who
watched.
watching, people like,
They
oh
get
People like
man,
off
he's
we
like
on
could get caught.
they
We could get caught.
they're
Are we
everybody
more
gonna get caught
out
doing this? Yeah, we
they're
about to get
more
caught doing this. People watching
they're
us doing
more
this.
they're more of the performer. You see what I'm saying? They
is it
like
for the sake of performance or is it the sake of watching? Because doesn't matter who's watching.
no, it don't matter who
Nah, it
watching.
don't matter who watching.
It's
Okay.
damn
Like
near like
y'all
having
can
sex
keep
in the
that
back
one
seat in a pit
respectfully.
roll.
That's why I'm like I'm trying to ask the question, but without sounding like immature to sound the least. Like
You're not
nah,
sounding immature.
it's just getting information.
no, I'm
Yeah.
saying
Right.
like the way I'm really asking like, do it matter as a man, you as exhibitionist, some other men in the room watching you get down?
Nah, it shouldn't
You
because
don't really see, like they're not in the room
you're focusing on okay, let's go to the
unless
situation.
Yeah,
like
I'm
like
asking shit, Jazz, because that's the question I was gonna ask them by
And
being the
like
lawyers.
I'm going
Like,
around it, but
how you niggas getting off watching other niggas crack? Like,
Go to the
what?
Diddy situation.
I
Them
was gonna say,
dudes that's doing
go
the
back to the club situation like you was talking about, right? Like like the jumps that I went to with my cousin in Baltimore, it's like certain levels of the jump was for certain shit, right? Most of the ones for the performers, they in rooms and it's
yeah.
like blacked out. So it's like you can see into the room, but they can't see out. But they know that the shit is going on.
Or they got a
you know
camera
people
right in
watching,
the
but
Or
Eric will
room
throw you off because
and
you don't know
Guys,
who's
it's
watching.
that
look,
monitor outside of the room.
that's cool.
exactly.
Y'all be being descriptive about the actual place. I want y'all to be
Uh-huh.
descriptive of why you niggas get off seeing other niggas get off. Like, how is that a thing?
I don't get off on that. The
Who said
thing
they
If I,
get
is,
off seeing other people get off?
You're getting
I'll
off
correlate.
mentally.
I'll correlate. If you watch it, you and your girl getting aroused, and we gonna go crack her later. What are you watching? Like,
no,
what?
I said it could be that. The thing is, when you're watching something and you're watching a spectacle or whatever, right? And you're looking at it, it's out of the
Hey,
norm
Sunny.
of what you're doing every day, right?
Hey,
When you see something and it's out of your norm. Now I don't want to be crass here. I'm gonna say it like this: when you see a little person, a midget, right? You don't see that every day, but when you see it, don't you get like a little excited, like, oh shit,
oh, this shit
a
froze.
fucking midget, like
I
it
definitely be like, oh my god.
I don't see how
And
you
even if
keep
it,
correlating
and
this
you go.
I
circus
don't know how
at
Jake
a
brain works
certain.
either, but we gotta let him land.
Oh yeah, all right, my bad.
So when you looking at it, a midget, and you like, damn, where he come from? Like, and then they just be gone, and then you be like,
Let me
I
mute
seen
this.
the fucking midget. You know what I'm saying?
hey, bro, look,
Because you don't
hey,
see this shit every day.
I
So
know
it's
where he
like
try. I
that.
know where he trying to go with it, bro. But when he's actually driving the bus
I
is funny
don't
as
like
fuck.
please land because I'm still in the
So
sky.
when
You
you
driving the bus
okay,
into a
so
bunch of
when you
bushes.
I need
walking
some
down the
papers. I
street,
need some papers.
take, now take it back to when I was
I need
12.
some papers. I need some
I
papers.
I was on that route.
Now
I
look,
was chilling.
this how you correlate it with them, right?
I wasn't thinking about somebody coming and smashing the chick down on the ground, but I heard something. I looked over, dude hitting it from the back, and I'm like, oh shit.
Hey yo.
I'm like, damn, this happening right now, and it was like October. You know, what I'm saying? Like it wasn't even summertime. Oh no.
Boy, you doing it. You a great tap dancer. But
It's
I'm saying
seeing
it's
something
bad.
unusual that is appealing to like it's entertainment basically.
He doing so well. I think it's
It
like
just so happens to be
So none of
sexual in
y'all got a
nature.
weird
Yeah,
porn
it
no,
just
it
watching.
no, it
now
does not. No, guys,
now
no, it does not so happen to be. Like,
no. The thing is, he's right because
He's trying. He's
I like watching crazy shit. So
so why
that's
you ain't
just
say lions fucking? I
I
would,
don't really want to
we
watch
gonna make sure
lions
they
fucking.
it. You see how he
but
going?
you correlating it to like people with beards and midgets, like things that I
because
understand.
those people are
We would go.
humans.
No, we would go see Evil Knievel, Monster Trucks, or Magic Tricks or
It's
some
the
shit,
same.
nigga.
It's the
We ain't
same
gonna go
thing as
see. I'm not
watching.
gonna go see man and my go with my girl. We better go see a
It's
other niggas clap
Yeah, like
cheeks.
niggas probably get off on saying woman wrestling or just some dumb shit like that, but in the porn sense, like what's your
it's a
interest? Is it like
Nah,
interested in
B,
it's
just
sort of
nah,
like
B.
it's like this. It's like this.
like what's your like
The main thing
curiosity?
is watching a spectacle and unusual shit. It just so happened that right there is a part of it.
And that's
Um,
why they made the movie Purge, bro, because it's a slippery slope, bro.
We
How
gonna
nah, it
far
ain't.
do
I don't think it's
we
a
want to
slippery
see
slope because
astronomical shit that's not normal? How far are we willing to go?
as far as whatever
To the
is being
moon.
presented, I'm not doing the shit though.
Two
You
girls,
can.
one cup.
hey
No,
I
that's
yo
crazy.
and
Oh
I watch the
man.
shit
Ooh, you
yo.
took that back.
and I watch the
Hey
shit.
Simone, we out of here.
I
See,
could have
Ooh,
swore
somebody
I
shit
erased
in the
that out
cup.
of my
That's
memory.
Hey, we
nasty.
out of here,
But
man.
I ain't watched the shit in a sexual way. I
That video
watched it
pissed
on
me off.
some. This is some fucked up shit.
Hey,
Remember that website rotten.com
Who
back in the day
even
and
want
shit
how'd you bring that up, Trey?
where it just
Ugh.
showed you some crazy
this what all this
shit,
shit sound
man.
like to me.
hey,
So
chill
you never looked up nothing weird that you were like,
Hey,
Nah, B. When I see the little,
mad
look,
wild shit, but I never wanted to see two bitches in one cup, especially
like
when
I've
a
clicked,
like
I've
a
clicked on
gang
shit on
bang
the
or like a
accident.
public
I
and
didn't
But
even
when
know
like
they
you talking
say,
about
pub.
"Oh,
gang
somebody's
bang.
getting hit by a horse," no, I'm not going to go
Okay,
click and
Whoa,
see if she's really
whoa.
getting hit by.
ass.
No,
I think it's
I don't do that.
I
I'm
think
like, I'll be good.
I think it's limits to mine what I just won't watch. Like I don't want to watch animals fucking a human. I don't want to
But
watch.
that's a whole different lane. The
I know, but
voyeurship
see, what
is
that's how my brain gonna go when he keep bringing up circus acts. So I'm like,
I heard
circus
of
acts in
people liking
Nah,
comparison to a
that's
sexual act.
because
Mention
it's
a
I
circus
heard
act,
people
brother.
liking like when they sleep or something. Like when they sleep or something, like somebody mess with them when they sleep. Like it's different categories of things like yoga.
thank you,
Oh, somebody
thank
mess
you.
with them
It's
during
a
yoga or
It's different
massages,
levels to it,
like
bruh. It's
massages
like
or something like that. Like
Yeah,
like
but now my brain kept going to the universal, the billboard. I wasn't trying the
that's what I'm
nah,
midgets, my
saying.
bad.
nah.
Like
Or little people, my
It's
bad. Little people, my
watching.
bad.
You remember that?
Oh,
or
Remember the
like
movie?
doctors' offices or I'm
Remember
sorry,
the
I've been on there
movie?
too much. Listen,
Have y'all
or
seen the
like in the
movie
actual
Nope?
office at a desk or something, or like
Have
at the
y'all
dinner
seen
table.
Have y'all seen the movie Nope? Where the marketing was it was aliens or whatever or UFO, but in the actual movie, the thing was showing you a spectacle. A spectacle is something unusual and you don't see every day, and it's spectacular. So at the end of the day, when you're in that club and you're watching all of these things going on, that's some shit that you don't see in real life, like in your everyday life. So it's just new and it's something that you're looking at. Now, outside of the club, like I said, I'm not a peeping Tom. It's just I'll be walking and I'll see some shit and I'll be like, I will stop and watch and be like, whoa, this shit is really fucking happening. They really over that joint getting it in. And then I
I
go
seen that
about my
in Vegas a
motherfucking
few
way.
times.
I go about my way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna bother them. I ain't gonna go over there. I see y'all. Nah. It's like, all right, that just happened. You know what I'm saying? It's some shit to tell your man's like, this dude over
Nah,
there
nah, you
going
backtracking, brother.
in the
But you
fucking
said
cuss.
you said you gonna stand there and watch that shit.
I will until I'm ready to
So don't say
roll.
you were going about your way. I'm gonna watch that shit and then going about my way. So we
I ain't,
get
I ain't, I might not sit there for the whole goddamn session.
yeah, not like the whole, but you gonna
I'll
get your
probably be
feel.
like,
Like
I'll probably be there. I'll stop. Like, say you walking down the alley, minding your own fucking business, going to the store, get you some
and
chips,
then boom.
and then boom, whoa,
What the fuck?
like damn.
I'm gone, Bob. You telling me
Nah,
you gonna be like,
I'm gonna
hold
stay
up.
there for a hot second to see
I just walk to the store for
how
some
this plays
chips
out.
at night.
But after a while, I'll be like, damn. And I'll probably look back as I'm walking, but I eventually get the fuck out of there.
You watching junkies fuck by the trash can.
See,
I'm
that's
telling you,
another
I ain't
thing.
want to do y'all like
That's
that, but
another thing.
Captain Bias got groomed and he
If it's two
you,
crackheads, I
you see a
probably don't want
crackhead
to
get
see
hit.
two crackheads
How
fucking.
you know if you just see some action going on, you gotta stop the watch. It's already in the burn.
Bro,
Now,
that's what you originally seen on that
I
roof
can't
was a
watch it.
crackhead getting hit. And
nah,
now your brain it just keep going
well,
back
look,
to that moment
nah,
right
they
there.
wasn't. I don't know if they was crackheads or
Change your
not.
name to Dutch the
Man, she
Washer.
get hit outside with a fat butt. She a
I done,
crackhead, bro.
dog. I
What the fuck
had
you
sex
doing, bro?
outside. I had sex outside
You
before.
watching the crackhead.
Man, you watch that crackhead get hit by the school. Good
I was
boy,
watching the
cuz.
crackhead.
Yeah, bro,
Those
it's okay. Because the joint you hit her
Crackhead.
outside, but you ain't go to a school and hit her, bro. Like, what? Who
man,
does
look,
that? Crackheads.
well, they may have been smoking crack,
Well,
but
I'm
at the
not a
end of the
crackhead,
day,
but
the thing is, what I seen at 12 and I looked over, I was
You
like,
say
oh
nothing but
shit.
booty hole.
It was
Booty.
ass. She
Hey,
had that
booty
crackhead was
rocking
fat
her,
as a
man.
motherfucker.
Rooted
She
to the
had an
tune of
ass on
smoking.
her. She
Yep.
definitely had ass. And it
She
was
had no
dark,
teeth,
so
but she had ass.
I ain't see her face like that. I did
Dutch, I'm
not
not
see her
playing with
face.
you.
I
nothing
ain't
beats
see
a
her
jet
fucking
two
face.
holiday.
And that's what
Nothing.
started my
Nothing
journey.
does. Hey, a whole
And
lot
I
of Jet 2
guarantee you,
shit.
Hey,
ever since
$50
then,
for a crackhead.
young, I swear, I have ran into, I have ran into some
Why
crazy
y'all keep
shit.
trying to make it seem like he out here watching the cluckers fuck though? That's fucked
You
up,
was
man.
No,
too.
but that's just the
Who
conception
me?
of it. That was the
Okay,
No,
Guess
origin.
what?
I don't get off on watching people
you
fuck.
was
I don't,
oh, you not a boy too, my bad.
Like
no, no,
I
no.
don't get off, on the shit. I just think that shit is like interesting.
And
Like
yeah, I'm about to
y'all
say, and
out here,
I don't find any like for me, it's like it's no intrigue in watching other people fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hold on
for
now.
me,
What's the
for
difference
me,
between
for me, the more intriguing shit is like knowing, oh shit, somebody could catch me doing this shit. Hold on.
actually I do know the difference.
yeah,
This
he
shit
an
did
exhibitionist.
that shit did heighten my senses. And now everything now the pussy feel 10 times wetter. Shit probably champ is a motherfucker.
And that's the thing. I'm that too, but I haven't found anybody who want to do that, who like that shit. So I never experienced it. I might
Yeah,
not
them jumps
like it.
come them jumps few and far between. Like
Hey, I don't know.
you
After
might have
this
to go find
episode,
you a white
brother,
girl for that.
they gonna be knocking
Like if
down the
somebody was
doors.
to tell me, or if I meet somebody, a chick or whatever, and she like, yeah, I want to see what that's like. All right, let's go do it. I'll fucking do it. Now, would I do it at the club? I don't know because
Yeah,
that's
that nah, your first time you not gonna want you wanna do it like in a public setting. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Where like the
So it's
club is like
cool. So it's cool
because you
for the
kind of
man
like
to follow
that
the
club
woman
situation.
lead,
You kind of like
but
you
not the
kind of like
woman to follow the
forced them to
man.
Yeah,
be
you
watched.
gotta be a vet with that club shit.
Yeah, you because you kind of like at that point you know you kind of like you forced to be watched until you finish. Like
Yeah,
if you're in a public setting and shit,
your
you could probably
anxiety
just go ahead and knock the
start
joint
going
down a
fucked
little
up.
bit. And
You
then, like, all
good.
right, a couple people have seen this. All right, we got it out our system. Now
Yep.
we let's go. And you
Yep.
get up and get and take off running and shit. That's how my first session was. It was like down Georgetown, and a couple people walk past the water, and it's like, oh shit, do they see us? Oh shit, they do see us. Oh shit, put your shit on. Hold up,
It's
oh
like a
no, that
little
shit was fun.
glimpse of you and shit,
Freaky
you know?
freaker.
My bad. I was just churning.
Y'all took a crazy turn, didn't y'all?
Yeah,
Telling you,
this shit did go left, but
I'm turning my Erykah Badu back up, and I'm about to mute my mic.
We
this shit
we see
did
what
go
y'all
left.
got. We see what y'all got going on at the late night sheet talk. We listen. voyeurs, exhibitionists, swingers,
midgets, bearded women.
man, the circus. I'm telling you, New
Midgets.
Y'all trying
Jersey.
to turn his shit into bestiality, talk about he watching horses
Right,
fucking
yeah.
all that about shit, man.
Nah, I don't
Y'all
want to watch
crazy.
us fucking no human. I
No
don't want to
animals,
see
just
humans
all.
getting fucked by. You know, I think it's limits to certain shit, dog. Like
Yeah, everybody got a
everybody got a
preferences.
limit.
Yeah. So what's
Yeah,
y'all
nah,
limit, y'all?
it's
Panel.
definitely.
What's y'all limit, panel?
I told you, I don't want to
So we can
watch
draw
no
some lines
animals
here.
fuck. I don't want to watch animals fuck humans. I don't want to see any like.
No, not what
I
you don't.
watch
The
massages.
farthest of what you do, what y'all do like. The furthest.
I
Where y'all
probably
will go with another
listen.
person.
Probably what I seen in that club. Yeah, it's probably where I will probably go because look, even when like I know you said you want to know what we would like. What like I don't watch certain porn. Like I don't watch gang bangs, young, because I started to feel sorry for the woman and
Why
shit.
are you so extreme?
Like
So many levels of porn. Why do you
like
go
young,
bang bang?
like bruh, I will not watch no like 15 niggas on one woman. Like that is fucked up. And the crazy thing about it is you know she agreed to this shit. And I'm like, damn, shorty, like, what the fuck?
You
What?
have watched some of those, haven't you?
With no, I've
Yes,
seen
you
it,
have,
but
guys.
that's why I know I don't like watching it.
How did you even find yourself there?
Man, you know you go down the rabbit hole sometime on them porn joints and shit.
I don't want to go there with you. Never mind.
Like, yeah.
Especially like
And
nah,
it's
but if you think about it,
No,
always
no,
especially when
no.
you
I don't know if
guess
we
start,
want to
what?
like
go
when you
down the
start
rabbit
It's
holes of
having,
what's on them
always
sites,
the
y'all.
skinny, it's always the skinniest woman getting gang bang, man.
No, we don't know that. My rabbit hole never led me there.
Well, I'm telling you, it's all and she be taking it. I be like, oh
Trey, please.
This is how
damn,
the men talk back.
Trey,
shit.
This is
please.
how the
Like
men talk
shorty.
back.
And you just wanna like take her out of that situation.
Oh my god.
Like, where's your
he said,
daddy? She couldn't have no
Nigga
daddy.
said, "Where's your dad?"
Like, this is your
turn them joints
problem.
on. He turned. Hey, look, he turned them joints on with the cape on the chair,
Damn.
ready to go.
Oh my god.
Like, what is it like
And
after
that's
the
what
scene?
that's
Like,
what the
what
broken
is the
homes is producing.
what is this chick? Is she just talking to the guys? Like,
That's a
yeah,
great
yeah.
question though. What is it like after the scene? Like
Like,
after the scene, niggas just fuck the shit out you.
like what
Damn.
you got to get the fuck up and roll out really quick. It's like what the
The
fuck?
what's they call it? The walk of shame.
You got to. You
That's
got
a
to.
crazy walk.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
watching gang
Nah,
Like,
bangs, man.
for me, I don't think I made it 15 seconds into one of them jumps at the most because it's like, bro, that's too many dicks
Now,
in the room,
can
man.
And
can
that
it, can
that
a
too.
woman can a woman
That
come back from
too.
that?
No,
Fuck
no,
Fuck
no.
no.
no,
no,
Hell no.
no, bro.
Fuck
No,
no.
she
No.
doesn't deserve a family after that.
What the? She
when
had
you say
one.
come back,
She
come back
had
from what?
15. She had 15 niggas. That's a family.
She's a freak. She always like that. Like that. You
Nah,
some
she done.
freak.
She done.
Now, is
She
it because
don't be
it was
fucking
all at one time,
her.
or what if it was 15 and 15 days? Would that matter?
The crazy
15
thing
niggas,
is,
that's still
No, no,
niggas
freak.
no.
probably wiping
What?
that junk because they like to watch it.
It's
No,
fuck.
no, no. Once it goes on camera and it becomes like a foul,
Internalized. Like,
it's done.
this
She's
shit,
done. I don't give a fuck if it was
she's
two
done.
niggas.
15 niggas and 15
She's
days the
done
same.
after that.
Once it's
Yeah,
on
bro.
video,
That's like a
Once
girl
Yeah.
it's
having
on,
an
once
OnlyFans
it's
and niggas
once
still
it's on.
talking to that bitch.
OnlyFans be different though. These bitches be finessing these niggas. Some bitches really be fucking on there. I don't know.
Hey, yeah. Once you
And
on
niggas still
camera,
want it.
yeah, your shit is immortalized. And
If I had some clout, I'd probably make me
look,
OnlyFans.
man. How old is Kanye
Shut
West
it.
kids?
Shit.
Six.
How old is his oldest with Kim? Yeah. That kid's always gonna be able to pull up his mom's getting her back blown out by Ray J, man.
Hey, he hit it first.
I hit it.
And
I
he
hit
gonna
it
always gonna be
first.
able to be like, I hit that first. I can't be with a woman where this dude can always tell me
all right, you murder, yeah, I got kids, you good. But check this link out
You took
real
your
quick.
woman virginity?
Check this link out real
You
quick.
take your
Wow.
woman virginity?
Who
Your woman that you with right now?
did I take? Hell no, fuck no. But she ain't on tape getting it tooken. You know
Okay,
what
we
I'm saying?
joking and shit like that, but like
Yeah, I think that's the part you. I think
you just
that's the
framed it
part you
like
left. You had to leave. You left that part out. You
you
like
still with my
because
girl.
if you didn't take her virginity, then there's always a nigga out there that can say, yeah, I had that first. You feel me? But
Yeah, but they
it's not
can't
like
show
public
you that
knowledge
shit.
that another nigga had it
Yeah, they
first.
can't
Right,
show you
right,
that.
right.
I
Like
feel
But
good.
but hold, what matters more, public knowledge or your knowledge?
public, because look,
And
if
every
you
bitch
can
ain't about
pull,
Cause
I
niggas
think
be
both.
hey,
lying.
bro,
hey,
if you can pull up my woman, I done lost. I lost. The moment that you can pull her up,
It's two two
and
two.
but
it's
does it not matter the fact that she made something from it?
no, it don't. I don't care
There's
if you made
niggas
a
out
billion
here that got
dollars.
plenty of videos of them fucking and sucking and getting
Because check
brains
it,
fed on and nothing that
if
ain't
you
no
a billionaire and that's what you
millionaire.
made your billions off, and
Kim
you asking me to spend that money,
K, say it again.
man, nah, I don't think I could just be spending the money off of.
Kim K spin your block, nigga. You
I
fuck.
mean, you with her, you taking you got to take all of that.
Nah,
K
No,
fuck.
spin Dutch block.
I,
He
I
fuck.
gotta take all of that because she took
he
all of that.
forward,
No, man.
Floating. Kim K spin your block. She put that
she
pressure on you.
forward like a lawn chair.
Oh,
Dutch the
Five
I'll
Cartier.
hit
below.
off. I'll hit off a chick, but I'm not gonna be with you. Like I ain't gonna like let you
Kim
meet my
Kardashian
kids and
put the
shit.
pressure on you. Your
You
name
ain't
gonna
gonna be
be
with
Dutch
Kim
the
K. She
Kardashian.
gonna turn your life up.
Fuck
I
you,
wouldn't
fuck
be with
up.
Kim
And
K,
no disrespect
man.
to your lady. I ain't even want to say that, but that's just facts though.
I
Nah,
wouldn't be with a
Kim
we
K
chick
just
spin
trying
that
my
we
block. I fuck with her. Now
devil's advocate. We just challenging your
I can't do
character. You
nothing
know what
with
I'm
her
saying?
because Kim K put the pressure on
But
me.
you
I wouldn't
saying
be with
Kim
a chick
K?
What you talking about?
that's getting smashed on camera, yeah. I can't do it. I won't do it.
I feel you, principles and all that. Power be to the king. But Kim
I
K spin
can't do
that
it.
block. K
My
spin that
conscience will
block.
fuck with me,
What would
man.
be the equivalent for the question for a woman?
I think it's different when
That's
it
one of
Yeah,
them
comes.
but that's what I'm
movies that
saying. What would
talk
be
about
the
that was
equivalent
made for
question
a
though?
man.
Because we know
Um,
them being a hoe,
The
hitting
pipe.
15
I
women, that's not
haven't
the same.
had a dude doing some gay shit on camera.
Oh, that's that. Even if you got a suspect of being gay, you're
Okay,
free.
okay,
Yeah, I
that
think
might
that'd
be
be the
equivalent.
equivalent.
Okay,
Because if a nigga
could y'all
smashing a
take it?
chick,
Yeah,
No,
could y'all
no,
if a
take
no,
them?
nigga
fuck no,
smashing a chick
fuck
on
no,
camera, that
fuck
ain't nothing for her. The thing
Cause her
is,
us seeing 15 dudes, that'll break our heart,
oh
boy.
my god,
Man, that'll break our
man,
heart,
I
boy.
cry,
15
bro.
dudes will break anybody
Oh,
heart, but y'all just saying what?
Especially if you already like put her to the public like this your girl.
oh man.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah. If it coming like in an after storm, oh man,
Oh
oh
my
Yeah,
man.
that's.
god, bro.
I mean, definitely. That's like, yeah.
And
That's the only way it can happen.
you know she gonna come to you and try to calm you down,
Should
and
I give
that's
you
gonna
my
make it
phone number?
worse. That's gonna make it worse, bro.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
She gonna be like, it ain't that bad. It was like 15 years ago.
Hmm.
Nah, man, can't do that. That's horrible. I cry.
Yeah, that's kind of tough. I ain't gonna
That
lie.
is tough,
Kinda.
man. Let me
So
tell you.
there are mistakes that ain't no coming back from for men and women relationship wise.
Look,
Sure.
let me take you to the porno star Pinky. This is crazy.
Okay, Pinky.
Her father was in prison, bro, and this nigga was getting her fucking DVDs and shit and selling them to the other niggas in the prison. That's fucking wrong.
Probably
Wrong
cracking
as shit, but
too.
it's not surprising because look what
That's
she was
your
already
daughter,
doing. Like,
bruh.
all,
Yeah.
That's
that
your
shit,
goddamn daughter.
that's his
And
daughter by blood.
and
But
he probably looked
Oh,
at the
that's a
shit
question mark.
himself.
He had to. How you gonna know it's real or not?
She
How you gonna
on
know
the
if that's her?
cover. She on the cover.
It might not be enough. That's just a paper. That could just be her. She stripped. They could be false advertising.
And
He
that's
might
the
have to. He have to
thing.
watch that DVD to see if that's his child.
And that's the thing where you go to the, would I be with Kim K because she a billionaire? Nah, because it's the same principle of I couldn't sell my daughter shit like that, you know, because she if that's what she's gonna do, that's what she gonna do. But I couldn't profit from that shit,
We could
you
keep
know.
parting all you
That's what
want.
happens to a lot of Disney stars and all type of shit. The parent, even with R. Kelly shit, like,
Yeah,
or
they
whatever the
exploit
case,
their
a lot of
kids.
celebrities, the
That's what
parents were
Dwayne
selling their
Wade.
kids
That's
for it.
what Dwayne Wade is doing with his son. He's exploiting that little
Shirley
dude.
Temple, she
Yep,
got
Shirley
sold.
Temple too.
Why do
Man,
you feel
Shirley.
like he exploited his son? Because he's not even everywhere that he could be. If we were talking about real life exploitation, like
I
instead of
say he's
hiding
exploiting his son because that's some shit. That little dude was 11 years old, and at the end of the day, you are there to protect your child at any cost, at anything. He put his son out to the public as transgender or whatever, and then doing deals with all of these companies. And the only reason they're doing a deal with that boy is because of this thing that he's going through, which I should be going through privately. And you're making money off of it. Because if he was just a regular boy, they wouldn't be giving him a contract. So that's exploitation. And on top of that, you done put him out to the public to where in the comment section, these people can attack him and talk about and talk shit. And where like to 11-year-old, and if y'all do that, look at that study where these kids and the social media is really fucking with their brain. You setting him up to defend some shit that's supposed to be in private, where people can actually come after that little boy. You feel me?
what
So
brands have
I will
sponsored him?
never put my child in that position. Check Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson's son been gay and been like that since forever. But when he became an adult, that's when he put it out there. Magic Johnson ain't put it out
And
there and
Kirk Franklin's son too.
Hold on, time out. Let me go back to what you was talking about Dwayne Wade's son. What brands have sponsored him? There's no sponsorships with his son. They don't. He's working with non-profit like nonprofit programs, but there's no brands that are
dude that
outwardly sponsoring him and supporting him. So which one?
he has contracts with fashion places.
I just went in, you know what I'm saying? Tell me what you know that I can't see because they don't get it.
This he has contracts with certain brands that he has to be on Instagram just like any influencer. He has these
Social media
contracts.
influence, social media sponsorships and social media collaborations is different than being how you making it seem like Dwayne Wade is um exploiting him for that.
Getting them Adidas
He
deals.
has their
His own
contracts.
personal brand that
Their
he's doing.
contracts.
No,
If
but I'm saying your
I'm
point was
putting
that
my
his
Oh, what's that
child,
Kardashian
I'm
father? What's his
I'm
name?
putting my child who's 11, 12, 13 years old on Instagram and having, let's just say Nike or whoever
it's none
wants
of that.
to
It's none of those
have,
brands. It's none of that.
I'm using it as an example.
But
I
you
don't
can't
know.
because that's not factual. That's just hypothetical.
No, what I'm saying is he has brands that he promote on his
That's his
Instagram
personal thing. That's not Dwayne
that
Wade exploiting him. That's him.
that his father and Gabrielle Union has contracts with these people for his son
Give me one.
promote
Give me
their
one. Give me
products.
one. Give
What's
me
the
one.
commercial he was in when he was talking about he wanted to be a scientist or some shit? Was that an interview or was that a commercial?
There's a lot
You
of
not about to
interviews, and
tell
that
me
he might
that they
be
don't
featured in other
that
collaborations with his
his
parents. But
mother his
that's exploitation.
mother had his mother came out and spoke against this. This is where I got this knowledge from. His actual mother came out and said this the Wayne Wade and Gabrielle Union is
Born.
exploiting my son through these brands. They have contracts where Dwayne Wade is signing these contracts to get his son paid off of these brand deals. That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
Mac
about.
Cosmetic. It says Zaya Wade's 18th birthday ball was sponsored by Mac Cosmetics, H&M, and Utah Jazz,
Yeah,
and
I'm about to
Fox
say.
Health.
You said his birthday
18th birthday, and they
party?
donated $100,000 to the Trans Wellness Center in Zaya's honor, according to Essence.
That is not him being sponsored by a brand. That is a donation
How
to a
how is
charity.
that not him being sponsored by? That's literally what
That's
But
not
I'm
sponsorship
telling
is.
you, is
that's not
since he
his
was
likeness being
11 years
sponsored. That's
old,
different.
he's been doing brand deals with all of these people, all of these companies that he promotes on his page. And
Do you
his
turn
father
gangster?
signs these contracts. He's not just doing this willy-nilly.
But I'm
He's
saying
getting paid from
Listen,
this shit. That is
Oh, shit. My bad, bro.
exploitation.
if he wasn't transgender,
if
would you
some
feel
hold on,
Yeah.
wait. If
if he wasn't
somebody, if
transgender,
some
would you feel the same way, Dutch?
No,
No, because he wouldn't
no.
get
I
these
digress.
deals.
Cause,
They
cause,
would.
cause why? Cause why his other son that's an athlete don't got them same sponsorship?
Thank you.
There's a lot of other what's the word that I can't
The
think of the word. There's a
reason
lot
we
of people.
know Zaya Wade
He got
is
a lot of clout
because,
because people talk about him. So yeah, he's more popular than other
but
celebrities.
Because why though,
Why are
Jack?
we people talking about him, Jazz? Why
the
did you let
only
that go over
reason
your
we
head?
talk about him is because
I'm
he's a
I'm not
transgender.
disagreeing with y'all, but I'm saying two things can be true at once. Yes, he is a transgender woman. And
Look up exploitation.
yes, he is
Look,
the
the little
son of
boy.
an affluent
somebody
That's
look
like
up
icon.
Will Smith and his
exploitation.
son Jaden, like him dating
Two
Tyler
things can be
Creator, all
true
type of
though.
stuff.
It can't. It's not just. It's
He's
not about. It can't
I
be
think
like.
your
exploiting.
Smith
But
son a
Jazz,
little
but
bit
He
more
Jazz, Jazz.
he
androgynous, though.
is exploiting his son based off of his sexual orientation or
I
sexual
disagree with that
For
statement.
clout.
identity. Yes,
I
he
disagree with
is.
that. I disagree with that.
No, it's not nothing to agree with. It's a
You
fact.
can't, nigga. You can't make that statement like it's just true facts.
No, it is a fact.
That's
Okay,
gonna make
that's
more
what you
You,
want.
money.
you
It
But
bring
like,
more
okay?
attention.
This is not something
But
to
Wait,
agree
wait,
to
wait,
that's
wait.
disagree
fact.
on.
That's not
It's a
fact. That's
fact.
your opinion.
Can y'all hear
He was
me? Can y'all hear me or
walking
no?
around with nail polish and a man bag. Shoot, he was a little suspect to me too.
would all of these things not be exploitation?
That is
They are
exploitation.
definitely they are definitely examples of exploitation. I'm not disagreeing with that fact. I'm just saying that two things can be true. That's why I posed the question. If he wasn't transgender, would y'all feel the same way?
We
Yes, he
wouldn't
has
know
the
who
clout
he
We
because
wouldn't
he's
is
know
or
him.
transgender.
feel
But my
anything.
point is, yes, he has the clout because he is transgender and because that is what people make the topic of.
Okay, what is his
That's why I
talent?
posed that question.
What okay,
I'm
what
just
all right,
saying
let
two
me
things can
ask
be
you,
true.
what is Zaya Wade's talent?
He's in the
Huh.
fashion. He does the
What
custom
is
shit.
his talent?
Is not creating fashion not a talent?
But what type of fashion is he
I
in?
don't know. I don't follow the boy.
No,
I don't have the woman. I don't have the
he's
details
in
on that.
women's fashion.
I don't.
All right,
What
look, real quick. I wanted to speak on the
a
sponsors.
minute in women's fashion.
Can y'all
That
hear
Okay,
me?
is literally what
Mhm.
he is.
a lot of even if he
Oh, so
did
they
a
just over talking.
lot of men in women's fashion. That's not the point we
Okay.
make. We're
All
not
right, never
going there.
mind. Let me just keep
He
driving.
is specifically he is specifically promoting women's fashion.
I know that's not a
Yeah,
fucking mess.
Yeah.
I digress. I say already. I digress.
And the reason he's promoting women's
Bro, is that
fashion
a
is
mess in your
because
passenger
he's
seat?
a trans woman or
Well,
girl.
that's does he have the bottom
Yeah, let
stuff
me
going on?
Yeah, he still
let me
Does
end
she
this.
he
have that going on? I don't know what to say.
does
She
he